Hi.
Hi. We're here.
Bonjour.
We made it.
Masa flip.
It's the day. It's the day for the stuff.
It is the day.
It's the day for the stuff, and we're here for it.
In either direction here. So we're going to be looking out of that in Philadelphia. The other big thing, look, the collar counties of Philadelphia, you know, these four right here. It's Delaware County, Chester County, Montgomery County.
This is the election pug.
The election bug. Tell us your wisdom, Zeus.
Zeus says it's too close to call.
Damn it, Zeus.
It is.
Running up the number for Democrats in Delaware County, as is the case in Chester County. Now, Chester County, again, fits that profile we talk about.
Scranton.
High concentration of college degrees, you know,
Scranton,
higher
Pennsylvania.
income. There's no county in Pennsylvania in the Trump era that has become more Democratic to the degree that Chester County has. So as you start to look at the results come in here tonight, it'll be a while, see what Biden got here, 58%, maybe set a benchmark in your head of 60%. Can Harris break 60% in Chester? Because what's happening in Pennsylvania, and this is going to be a theme in the two other northern tier battleground states, what's happening in Pennsylvania is the Democratic base is geographically contracting. Trump came along in 2016, and he started to run up massive margins in rural areas of the state, rural blue-collar areas of the state. And what's happened is the Democratic base has become more geographically concentrated
let's go over
into
to
cities
this screen.
and metro
didn't do it for
areas.
the vertical. Hold on,
suburbs,
YouTube.
Places, as I said,
Didn't forget about you.
but
Hold on.
It's what the stats show. High
Stand back and
concentrations of
stand
college degrees.
by.
So what the Democrats increasingly need to do is just focus on running up margins in those places that can offset the Trump gains elsewhere in the state. So that's what these three counties are all about. Bucks is a big one, about 450,000 people here. It's a little bit different. This is a true swing county here. How this one goes tonight could tell us a lot about how the state is going. It's just it's more blue collar than these other collar counties. So we're going to be watching there. South Central, you know, Pennsylvania, sort of this region in here, Harrisburg, Lancaster,
listening to Kornacki
York,
the entire
this is
night.
actually an area.
We're gonna pepper him in.
This is an area where Trump had some slippage. Cumberland County. This is an area where Trump had some slippage in 2020. A potential area of growth here for Democrats. We're going to keep an eye on this region. Western Pennsylvania, you see a lot of blue here again because it's vote by mail. These are almost all going to be red tonight. And this is, when I say Trump has been running up the score, these are the counties.
Hush. Hush, strange man. I'm just kidding, Kornacki. I'm sorry. I spoke out of turn.
Ooh.
How dare you say anything about the Lord Kornacki?
Oh, yeah. Here we go. Let's do this one.
This is part two. In part one, we heard these two sides discuss the issues, and we even heard some middle ground solutions.
If you guys have not seen this Jubilee thing, it is hilarious. Oh, it's so funny.
Offered.
There are women who are forced to have babies that they did not want to make. That's what we're talking about. We're talking about the lives that are not here.
That's the weird kid from the last episode, I think.
Listen, hundreds of thousands of Jews used to live there, and now there's less than 50. And in a lot of states, 1 Jew left. So don't talk to me about apartheid. Arabs are allowed in Israel. No Jews are allowed in Gaza.
Tax cuts on the middle class. I'd agree on that.
So pretty much, if you guys are unfamiliar with how this little show is set up, they kind of grab typically influencers and people pretending to be normal people. And then they like have these like pseudo dinner talk or dinner table talks and conversations about various hot button issues, whether it's like abortion, all that. But they're taking all of the things from the candidates, and they got like this super fucking Megatron group, the Megazord of all the lions put together. the full what's that show with the lions? Voltron, the full Voltron mech. And this is part 2 of 30 on 30 Republicans versus Democrats. It's usually like smaller.
Yeah. Now, are they just randomly drawing people up and then randomly giving them a topic to discuss, or have they pre-picked the topics for these particular people?
You'll have to watch.
Okay.
Episode, we're going to hear the two sides discuss who they think should be president, Donald Trump or Kamala Harris. The focus of this discussion is going to be a group discussion. The focus is, who do you think would be a better president, Donald Trump or Kamala Harris?
I think at the end of the day, we have to really look on race issues. I think when it comes to record, that Donald Trump has had a far better record when it comes to race issues.
Now hold the.
This guy's been drinking the Kool-Aid. What the fuck?
Yeah, that's
They're so encouraged too, and they're so wrong. It's fun.
I can't believe he's getting so many head twists too.
It's so it's. I don't know how to describe it, but you just have to look at it. It's just so strange, because they say things that just make none sense at all, and then they don't blink or nothing. Strange.
It comes to HBCUs, when it comes to the First Step Act, when it comes to opportunity zones, and I think also when it comes on to school choice as well, because school choice creates competition within the school districts, so then you can send us.
I forget what they're. Straight Arrow News fact checks these little debates and says school choice programs let parents use tax dollars to send their children to schools outside their local public school, often through vouchers or special accounts, which is great if your kid gets out.
Yeah, right.
But if your kid doesn't get out, then
it takes money away from public schools.
Yeah,
yeah.
Now those tax dollars don't go to the public school; they just go to the school that doesn't need the money.
Yeah.
Cool. What a great idea.
Your kid out of your district if their school is not good and is not teaching your kid. So I think
then fix the school, stupid.
Yep.
Also, how old is this guy? Does he have kids? Does he know?
Obviously not.
If he does, they're no more than 6 years old, type of thing.
Right.
At the end of the day, it's pretty stark when it comes to record, and I think Kamala Harris.
Programs differ by state, and according to the America First Policy Institute, there are 75 such programs across 34 states. America First, you already know what time it is. How many levels of degrees away from Heritage Foundation are you guys?
Doesn't really have a good track record when it comes to when she was a DA in California and all the minorities she put in prison for minor drug offenses. So I really would like to ask you.
You know how many she put away?
I don't care if what they were doing was against the law. She was just doing her job.
49.
49 total in her whole career?
How many people has she convicted in her whole career?
Hundreds?
Thousands?
More than 49. Many more than 49.
Fuck.
You guys on this side, why do you think with that track record that Kamala Harris is a better option than Donald Trump?
School choice takes
come on, Benjamin. Let him know, Benjamin.
Money out of public school systems, which I know you guys don't like that. It's too.
School choice, here's a fact check, can remove local dollars from school systems when a parent uses that money as a voucher to send their child to a private school, like we said. Yeah.
Woke for you. That's fine.
The broke school gets broker because now they have even less kids to put their money in the hat to help pay the bills.
Yep.
Fine, but that's what's actually happening with school choice. Ask Betsy DeVos. I mean, Betsy DeVos. It was horrible. Donald Trump. I mean, we can go down the whole, twice impeached, convicted felon, blah 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 blah. Coherent sentences. Kamala Harris does that, and but she's not a narcissist. She doesn't think of just herself. She thinks of us.
I want to respond to him really quick because he listed a whole bunch of reasons that had nothing to do with race. I'm talking about race right now and what Kamala.
The question, and this is the other thing that pisses me off with these little, these little wannabe debate bros, right? The question is right there on the top, who would be a better president? So the guy starts to give his answer, and he's like, well, I said about race. Bitch, you are not the prompt. The prompt is still on the screen. I get to answer that. It doesn't matter what you said. Learn how to fucking debate. Damn.
Yep.
Kamala Harris has done to help minorities in this country.
That's your question. You're not in charge of the show.
Yeah, he's not answering the right question.
I don't have to answer your question. I'm supposed to answer the fucking host question. Weird bitch.
I don't want to hear stuff about convicted felon. I don't want to hear stuff about twice impeached.
He's a convicted felon and he's twice impeached.
I want to hear
about convicted felons. You brought up drug felons. Because do you actually know, my friend, how many people went to prison under Kamala Harris as a DA for drug offenses?
Yeah, but how many people were convicted? That's the problem.
Yeah, but how many? What the fuck? Is that a number?
I don't know. It's a lot of whataboutism.
Is that a? That's so weird. But it's back to back. Gross. That's why I only hang out with y'all.
People went to prison under Kamala Harris as a DA for drug offenses?
Yeah, but how many people were convicted? That's the problem. When you have
Do you
a criminal
know?
record,
I'm asking
you're convicted,
you.
It changes your
Do
life
you know?
significantly. I do know. I do know. It was 1,940 people that were convicted.
Says security felony and misdemeanor marijuana convictions with 45 resulting in state prison sentences. There you go. According to Bay Area News Group.
Convicted, and a minute amount of that went to prison, but it still doesn't matter. They're still on probation. They still have a record.
Her
at the end of the
administration
day.
convicted 45 men, black men.
They went to prison. That's not the no. That's not the.
Okay,
that's not my statement. I'm trying to say.
one's supposed
Can
to
I
go
ask
to
you
prison?
something as a black conservative? Your candidate says, I want to make America great again.
Oh, make them say what time it was. When was it great? Ooh, make them say when it was great.
You tell me when America was great, and then you tell me, would you go back to wherever it was great as a black American? And it's got to be before 2016, my friend, because that's when he was saying that.
I think America was great when everyone was benefiting from economic.
Jesus Christ, he
won't even name a year. He won't even name a year.
It won't name a year.
I don't know if he can understand the question.
No, not general, sir. I'm asking for a specific time. When was America great?
If you want to know when America was great, ask
here comes this lady is like straight out of the IDF.
any immigrant who risked their lives to come here.
I really want to hear from
America is great.
I really want to hear from the black man on this, because the second part of my question is, would you go back to that time?
Yes, I would go back there as a black woman.
America was great when everyone had equality and everyone was moving towards equality. That's when America was great.
When was that?
What year was that?
That was never.
Yeah.
That was never.
You're
I
still
missed
trying
it.
to get there.
I missed that year. I fucking missed it.
Where was
That's
that,
when
sir?
America
Fucking
was
watched
great.
an episode of Star Trek and thought it was real.
After the Civil Rights Movement, that's when America was great and making progress in change.
So,
And then what? The fucking crack epidemic? That's when it was great for us? The 80s? What are you talking about, kid?
He doesn't have a clue.
Just because you look like Tyler, the Creator, doesn't mean you should be...
so let's say the late 1960s.
You better chill out. Light skin Ice Cube ain't playing.
You're saying, as a black man,
Light Cube.
you would transport yourself back to the 1960s.
No, I think America was great when
He's sweating.
economically everyone was doing better. When we're making
When was
progress
that?
towards.
When was that? It wasn't the 70s. Remember the gas shortage and all that shit? Like,
Who the fuck is we? It wasn't a bunch of we and all that economic boom. What are you talking about? And then
there was no economic boom.
And in the 40s, black people built our own shit completely separate from everybody. And guess what happened? They firebombed that shit. They put highways through the middle of it. They raised the property tax. In Flint, Michigan, they turned the water off and gave you poison. Like, this is what happens. So what are you talking about, kid? Read a book. Get offline.
Read equality. That's when America was great. And
so the sum of the condition of America was when people had economic equality, and you think that was the 1960s?
No, I never said that was the 1960s. I said everything past that. I said everything past that.
Everything past the 60s.
Oh yeah, it must have been great.
Super, like, it's so wrong. It's not even like it's like not even wrong.
I mean, but honestly, that's kind of what people are taught in schools. It's like the civil rights movement happened, and then
ta-da,
we fixed racism.
Yeah, no, that didn't happen.
Martin Luther King
everyone was prosperous forever.
Martin Luther King died for our sins, and we all live happily ever unracist. Yeah. Like, what?
He made so much progress from
like the government shot him. Like they apologized to his family. Like, what are we talking about?
In the 8 years that Donald Trump has been involved in politics, I've seen all the Make America Great hats and all the great T-shirts and all that great stuff. But I'm trying to figure out, as a, I think, intelligent black man, well, when would I go back?
So I do have an answer for you in this equation. Those years will be 20.
Oh my God, this kid.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
This kid doesn't even look like he's 19.
Oh man, Chandler is the king. Chandler is the best one. He is very excited and he knows very little.
Okay.
He is all enthusiasm, no brain.
2017 to 2021. Alice Johnson is free right now, and I know you want to pigeonhole me into a.
2017. Let's take it back to 2017. They can't answer questions.
No. The
He's
question
like, oh, you want to pigeonhole me into a time before 2017, but like, that's the whole point.
Yeah. They don't get it.
Saying, make America great again in 2015, 2016. When was it great before that time that you referring to?
2017.
Yeah.
In the future.
In the future.
Back to the future.
Period. All right, you want to go to prior to 2016? Let's look at the Reconstruction era when we.
Reconstruction? Oh no, don't do
What's
that.
the Reconstruction era? What is he referring to? I don't get.
So Reconstruction is the period after the end of the Civil War. Where the North, where the North tried to help rebuild the South and then gave up.
It's also the time period in America when Jim Crow was at its peak, baby. They were lynching us left, right, and center, all whilst claiming that this is just a bunch of lazy good-for-nothings.
They tried to change slavery into like indentured servitude. Like if they tried to make it so, you can work on the land and we'll pay you a tiny amount of money, but you can come back if you want.
But that's that 13th Amendment, though. That's when all the vagrancy laws and the loitering and you can't be on a park and you had a beer outside and and then they put you in prison and then they put you in a field. Because 13th Amendment says that if you commit a felony, then you can just be a slave again. I don't know how white people are cool with this, but cool, whatever.
It's also like, poll taxes and poll tests because a lot of African Americans were illiterate at the time because they were slaves. Yep. So like the South tried to reclaim everything they had with slavery just in a different way.
Right.
They rebranded it, I get you.
And that's what this kid is saying was the best time.
Yeah, Reconstruction, a great time for black people.
He think he gonna be in the house is what this is.
2015 to 2021. Alice Johnson is free right now. And I know you want to pigeonhole me into a period. All right, you want to go to prior to 2016? Let's look at the Reconstruction era when we had black Americans as a whole that were finally free from the scourge of slavery.
Oh my goodness. It says here the Kansas-Nebraska Act was one of the motivators that led to the founding of the Republican Party in the 1850s to oppose the expansion of slavery into the U.S. territories. The act allowed new territories to decide by popular sovereignty whether to permit slavery. We'll let the states decide, which means they said that they want to do it, not me.
Yeah, right. That's always the excuse. Yeah, we'll let the states decide.
Right.
Because of what happened in the Civil War, they banded together to create something called the Republican Party, and the Democrats created something called the Ku Klux Klan to find and exterminate as...
Look at them they're clicking their finger, fucking snapping their fingers back there like they agree with him. Hey, dumbasses, wait till you get to the chapter about the Southern strategy and the parties flip names. Like, what are you talking about? There's no way they're this stupid. It can't be possible.
Hey, guys, we got 3 minutes before polls close next.
Are we checking in on Kornacki?
Are we going to check in?
We should check in on the polls for a few minutes because there's like a dozen states that are going to go up.
Bum, 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 bum.
Good boy.
Ba-ba-ba. Ooh, Michigan closes in 3 minutes. So
yeah, but we're not going to go Michigan for fucking 3 days.
They said they speeded up their electoral counting systems.
Well, at least Georgia's not being hand count.
Yeah. That would have been a disaster.
What a ridiculous thing to even say out loud. That you need to hand count all these votes, and you gave them people 4 months to staff up. And like, what the hell? You should have said that last year if that was your plan. You know you late.
Yeah.
They tried every trick in the book in fucking Georgia.
Yeah, relax.
To fuck up the election.
Like, try something that's reasonable.
Yeah.
Like, that was just selfish. You're just being greedy. You tried too much too soon.
Yeah, I'm glad that the court in Georgia was like, oh, yeah, that's not good.
Dude, no one can even accommodate this. Like, come on. You know,
unreasonable expectations.
You know, we're just going to be back here in 30 minutes, right? Like, yeah, stop it. Don't waste time. Oh, North Carolina.
So they voted for a Democrat for governor, but they're still going to vote for Trump for fucking president.
Yeah.
Makes sense to me.
There's no better way to hamstring your politicians than, hey, let's split the power between the two of them so neither side can get anything done.
Well, let's get nothing.
The thought and the hope is that they would work together.
No, they never work together, though. That is not the history.
Oh, you know what? You know what, Tim?
Oh, not the last 20 years. Sorry, go ahead.
Hey, Carrie Ann. You know what I noticed on here is why aren't they putting up still Jill Stein's record numbers, because she's gonna get 5%. She's gonna get 5% this year.
She thought she was gonna play spoiler for somebody.
You know, it's just low down, as far as I can tell. Don't make us lose, just so you can get money.
Yeah, right.
And my home girl, I was watching Bree the other day, and she was on Katie Halper's show, and she slipped up, and then they were like, "Well, why are you supporting the Green Party?" And she's like, try to get that 5%. And then everyone was like this, like, she's mean, and the genocide. I was like, you forgot.
Yep.
You forgot the virtual signal before you said your... Yeah, that's what this is. Because once you get your 5%, then you can, like, really start the grift.
Yeah.
Jill Stein. Michigan's closed. The whole state is closed forever.
You don't want zero problems, big fella.
They're not opening it back up again. Sorry, guys. Michigan's too early to call.
Is there another website I can be on?
I mean, if you could just... you could go on, like, whatever. They probably have election results everywhere.
Yeah, like where? That's what I want to...
I mean, if you go to...
Politico or...
Politico, NBC News, CNN.
I don't want to just go anywhere.
I mean, I prefer NBC News.
Sure you do.
Trump is going to win North Carolina or North Dakota.
Shocker.
South Dakota. You said he's winning Texas too? Yeah, they called it. My wife says they called it for Texas too. He's going to win Wyoming.
Here we go.
Did you say that Trump's been called for Texas?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You said a little while ago that Harris was in front.
Look at there. She got 3 million votes.
I mean, it's going to be close in Texas, but I think Trump's going to eke it out. There's
probably.
He's up by 600.
There's not a lot of hope.
He's up by 600,000.
Yeah.
Minnesota's too early to call. Nebraska's too early to call.
Oh,
Colorado's too early to call.
Trump didn't win New York?
He tried to make a big play for New York. I don't know what he's doing.
He's an idiot.
Kansas is too early to
He's
call.
A big friggin' idiot.
New Mexico is too early to call.
Oh, Slatkin looks like she's up. In Michigan. Alyssa Slatkin.
Oh, Slatkin, yeah.
Oh no.
What?
Come on, Ted Luz, you creepy bastard.
Oh yeah, fuck, I hope he did.
Yeah, he's gonna win. He's gonna win by a few points.
Ugh. Very close this time. See, who's this libertarian asshole?
Yeah,
See, this is
Ted
the
Brown?
shit I be talking about.
2%. That could have gone to fucking Colin Allred.
Yep.
They could be tied.
What's the point, man? What's the
Fucking
point?
libertarians.
Because they're not taking votes away from the Republicans.
No. There it
They're not
is.
calling Ted Cruz's race yet.
Oh, here we go. Jill Stein's at 165,000 votes. Shahid Buttar in San Francisco got 80,000 votes against Nancy Pelosi. She's not a serious person, y'all. She's not serious.
They said the Texas and the Arizona Senate races are too close to call. So Ted Cruz might not be the senator anymore. Who knows?
Hopefully not. Come on, Missouri.
Why is Missouri too close to call?
Because, man, St. Louis is a big city. And they got Mizzou out here in Columbia. Kansas City right on the border. Cape Girardeau down south, another college town. There's some pockets of blue out there. But I gotta get rid of this guy's fucking music. Fucking lose my mind. Lose my mind. Where's my other one? There it is. Nope. I've lost it. There it is. Okay. No, I lost it. There it is.
Florida is losing their abortion rights, even though 57% of people have voted to keep them.
Wow.
Yeah.
What?
Florida had a ballot measure to keep the right to abortion in their constitution, and it has to pass by 60%, and it's only passing by 57%.
So the law right now includes, and they've just decided to remove the right for abortion, and they're saying, and now we got to get 60%. That's wrong. It should have been a 60% vote to remove it.
Well, Florida is a Republican state, and Ron DeSantis is a fuckbag, so I was telling Amanda, because she had a question about whether or not all states do it like that, where it's a supermajority, and it depends on the state. Like Connecticut, we had a ballot measure, and it's 50% plus one vote.
Well, they're only 91% reporting, it says here.
Yeah. But
Well,
MSNBC already called it for no.
Oh, where's my thing? I can't see the chat. Where did it go?
I don't know.
Okay.
The chat?
I totally went dim on my judges. Yes. Representatives for colleges were always willing to vote third party. Yeah. And like I understand the emotional side of it. Like I get it. But gotta survive to advocate for people.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we're not as well off and as Western society as we think we are. Like as much as we shit on the UK, they don't have to worry about this shit.
Nope.
No, like they have never worried about this shit, and they think it is abhorrent that we're dealing with it right now. So, whilst we're mad about other things, there are things right in front of us that we're also fucking up that need to be taken care of too.
I got stitches out of my palm yesterday.
That's good.
It's so itchy. I just want to scratch the hell out of it.
All right, that's a little more than I was really kind of wanting to know.
Thanks, Ollie,
it's making me a little crazy. I'm sorry. I feel kind of preoccupied with it. I'm sorry.
Mikey, what is going on in your home state? What?
This is normal. This is what Illinois looks like. This is what most states in the Midwest look like, right? Like this is what it bees. This is Chicago. That's Cook County. That's Will County, DuPage County, Kendall County. Like these are all suburbs, right? Like this is all us. Like this is about 50 miles out. And then you get into, it's all corn out here. No one lives in these places. It's like giant fields, like massive acres, then maybe a couple of little towns in there. But no one really lives in these spots.
Yeah, I was looking at, there was a county in Georgia where like 3,000 people had voted, and that was like 90% of the electorate there.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, it must be nothing but cows and corn, I guess.
Yep.
Soybeans.
That sounds about right.
But that's the thing. Like, it's not that these places are just like so sparsely populated and they just need to be. There's nowhere to live. There are fields there. No, we're not going to not have food because you want to build a freaking apartment complex. Go live up 40 miles, up the road. Like, these places are intentionally left vacant. And then they later on claim that they need all of this conglomerated space to vote with. And it's like, no, dude, we all live. You just commute to work. That's all that is. Your giant 1,000-acre office does not count as a voting say. Fuck off. Ain't trying to hear that. Let's see my ballot measures. Yes. So we had a couple of ballot measures in Illinois. Number one was question 1 seeks voter opinion on penalties for election interference. It was our first question. This advisory ballot measure seeks voter opinion on whether candidates who attempt to interfere with the duties of election workers should face civil penalties. So try it if
they should face criminal.
Oh, we don't play that shit here. We will lock you up. We just put it on the ballot, and look at it, 90 to 10.
Yep.
We don't play corruption. We keep finding these damn crooks, but that's because we are looking for the crooks. So as much as a tarnished record as Illinois might have, I would say the opposite. You guys just don't flush out your criminals like us. Illinois question 2 seeks voter opinion on raising taxes on higher incomes. This advisory ballot measure seeks voter opinion on the potential constitutional amendment that would raise taxes on income over $1 million and use the proceeds for property tax relief. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Look at that, millionaire's tax, and then you're gonna lower the property taxes.
JB Pritzker's kind of not bad. He says some shit that pisses me the fuck off, and he's like, I'm banning assault weapons. I'm like, did you talk to Indiana? Did you get them to stop first? Because it doesn't matter what you're doing at this point. But good for him. And that's going 63 to 37. And then the last one was voters' opinion on insurance of in vitro fertilization. This advisory ballot measure seeks voter opinion on whether health insurance plans should be required to cover in vitro fertilization as part of pregnancy benefits. And we are at 76% yes.
Thank you. Good carry.
So, good ballot measures as far as I could tell. 3 easy yeses. Okay, let's see what's going on around here. Dems got 5 seats. Oh, this is the Senate.
Yeah, so Jim Justice is replacing fucking what's his name?
What fool ran against Bernie?
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
He got ruined by Bernie. How do you feel about being ruined by Bernie Sanders?
Now that, my friends, is what you call a landslide.
You got twice the votes you did.
Elizabeth Warren is stomping the shit out of this.
Holy shit. Well, it's only 5% reporting, though, so it's like one ballot. One location reported.
Well, it's 128,000 to 52.
Yeah, but still, it's only 5% reported.
That was a strong box in her favor. Gillibrand looks like she's not going anywhere.
Yeah. In Bernie state? What's the amount reported? Did it only say 1%?
63%.
Oh, 63%. Okay, you were moving the mouse. I saw something else.
Yeah. So. Buddy's cooked.
Yeah, he's cooked.
Stick a fork in him. Hit the bell.
That's the only one of those races that's been called, though, isn't it? Really?
In Maine.
Yeah.
Oh no, Maine. What are the yellow ones?
This
is one. Did the guy or did Maine? Did they drop out or something?
No, Maine. The yellow is a independent candidate. That's why Vermont is also yellow.
Oh right, Bernie's an independent.
Right, he's not a Dem. He's a.
That's right.
The independent. I don't know. I think his party is like Democratic Socialist.
Yeah. So stem.
So Bernie's not part of the Democrats? Okay.
No.
I mean, he
is that ever
temporarily
since they ousted him 2 years ago or 4 years ago or whatever?
He was already an independent. He ran with the Democrats just so he can get on the ticket.
Oh, okay.
But that happens if you're in a smaller party.
So that's why I never knew that. I never knew that. That's why they wouldn't put him in 2016. That's why they wouldn't put him in 2020.
Yep.
That's the main reason. Nobody's ever told me that.
They said it's Hillary's turn.
Yeah.
It's Hillary's turn. So.
But if he's
get out
really
of here, Mr. Independent,
it's just you're not a Democrat. You're not getting a chance.
Right.
We'll put anybody in except you.
10% in. She's up in Michigan. Up 7 points in Michigan. Damn, look at that seaboard.
Yeah. Not like in Georgia being red, but
he's only up by 200,000.
Yeah, well, hopefully that declines.
Well, that's what I'm saying. He's only up 200,000. This is Georgia. He should be annihilating her. He should be up,
Yeah.
So he should be up at least 400,000.
Well, the forecast for Georgia is that he would be up 1 point.
Really? Oh, it's going to be real close.
Yep.
And if it's only 1 point, that means they're going to be figuring it out for months.
Hopefully we won't need it.
Yeah, hopefully. Really, like, Pennsylvania is really, like, where it fucking matters. He can, like, Trump can win Georgia, he can win North Carolina, but if he wins Pennsylvania, Harris is done.
She might keep Michigan.
She's gonna win Michigan. She's gonna win Wisconsin.
You think?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, they're only 1% in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like Indiana, Illinois, and Wisconsin are pretty much the same freaking state, but like we're like the pupa form. So like you start off as an Indiana, and then you get bigger, and then that's Illinois, and then you flip yourself over, and then you become a Wisconsin. Like the cities line up and everything. It's like a perfect mirror. Let me show you. See, first you grow in size, and then you stand on your head. and then you're a grown-up state. But it's just a couple of like pocketed areas, like there's a lot more people in like middle of Indiana and shit like that. Illinois is vacant in the middle. There's a couple of big cities, but there's not really much going on. Same thing in Wisconsin. Everybody's kind of along the coast, but all in here it's cows. There's most of the milk that y'all probably drink probably comes from Wisconsin. The Oberweis dairies are up there. So that Milwaukee and a couple of other towns, I think, are larger cities. It will look different soon, I believe.
Well, yeah. If you don't live in Milwaukee, you don't live in Wisconsin. Like, there's nobody there.
It's not quite all in, but almost all in right now. You see Trump with a 2.5-point lead. Now, that is progress for Democrats from 2020. This was a 7-point race.
Show a different camera.
So it's progress for Democrats.
Yeah,
Will
big
it be
camera.
Progress?
You have to subscribe to the cable network to get the right camera.
They're going to tell a lot of that.
Is that what it is, really?
Have a little bit in Gwinnett County. I just want to linger on this one for a minute because it's enormous. This county has over 1 million people. It has transformed demographically in the last generation. This used to be a staunchly Republican, heavily white county. It's now one of the most diverse in the country. Democrats, you can see Biden won here by 18 points in 2020. And again, the Democratic margin here, it's just been, look at this. In 2016, it was a single-digit race. It became almost
Democrats
20 in 2020. Democrats want this over 20 tonight. Let's see. It's early there, but that's a key one just because of the size and because of the trajectory. So again, and we can also just take a look. I said these sort of exurban, fringe Atlanta metro counties that are red. The question here is, do they become less red? The biggest of them is Cherokee County, and we got almost all of Cherokee County now. This is where Canton, Georgia is, one of the wealthiest counties in the state of Georgia. There's
too many counties in Georgia.
Take a look.
For real.
This is what happened in 2020.
Make your county bigger than fucking 2 miles.
Yeah, right?
Tonight,
Jesus.
He's winning it. You could see almost the same as about
their map looks like a parking lot.
The Trump campaign, let's see here. They don't want big slippage. There's not big slippage. I think they would have liked to claw back.
That was my name back in college.
They're not losing ground.
Big
There are
slippage.
scenarios where that's enough for them in Georgia. You can look next door. Is Forsyth County. Now, this is another. This is very wealthy. This is a biggie you can see in terms of votes. This is a place where Trump lost substantial ground in 2020. Now, bulk of the vote is in. Same day still to come, so room for Trump growth here. He's already overperforming a point from where he finished in 2020. That's an encouraging one for Republicans.
I want to know what the hell is on that paper,
I'll just show you some
on
of
that
them
desk.
Here. Again,
Yeah,
Hall
right?
County
Is it
one,
like all numbers?
all
Is
in.
it
Trump had
scribbles?
Looks like
What is
maps
it?
to me.
In 2020, you see
He's got like
improved
paper
by
maps
about
out there.
a point and a half here. Not major,
what is
but
that?
this was a state that was decided by a fraction of a point in 2020. So any shift is significant. Barrow County, almost all in. Again, Trump had slippage here in 2020. A little bit more slippage here tonight for Trump. You could see Harris running a point and a half better than Biden did. Trump basically level with 2020. And you can take a look.
Amanda's
down here,
giving me
Walton
sad
County.
looks.
Again, this is the early vote
Why?
in Walton County. Trump had
Because
slippage here
Harris
in
is not
2020.
outperforming Biden.
49 points, believe it or not,
In
was
Georgia?
slippage for the
In Georgia.
Republican. Tonight, 46. This is the early vote. Again, same day. Does it get back
Yeah.
to 49? Does it get back to 50? That's what Trump wants.
I mean, she's
with the
outperforming Biden in
remaining
that
vote
one.
there. I think
Yep.
we've got just about all of Douglas County in right now. And again, Douglas County, it's one of these demographically,
don't know that.
It's fast growing. It's transforming politically. It's diversifying.
You got to
And you
relay
can
it back.
see
We can barely hear.
Democrats, it looks like in Douglas have achieved what they want to do here. Biden won this thing by 25
she said
points in
that,
2020, just about all in. Now
Does she have
Harris is
does she have a
making
thing
up
on
the
her
ground
computer? Just send her
vote-wise.
the link.
Is something Democrats want to see there.
She's got headphones and a mic over there, so
statewide.
send her the link.
It's a 6
Wife, do you want to be on the show?
Kim.
We could also check in.
She doesn't
if
want
you
to be on
want.
the
We
show.
could just take a look.
come
We've got
on.
them marked off on here, and I'll show you. This
You don't
is-
have to be on the
we're
show.
talking about this in North Carolina.
So we
Same
can
in Georgia. There's a
hear your
lot of rural
frustration
counties
more clearly.
large
Yeah,
African
frustrate
American
with us.
populations, and the question for Democrats
Come
is,
on down.
can they improve? They'd like to improve turnout-wise, vote percentage-wise, obviously.
Mikey said,
relative
"Come
to
on
last
down.
time."
We'll frustrate
So
with
again,
you.
I think we showed you
I'll play her
earlier,
intro
almost just
music.
about all in. This is a
From
change.
Universal
This was a blue
Studios,
county,
Hollywood.
In 2020, it's flipped over to Trump. All the vote is in right now. Look, you can see here, Wilkes County, just about
Georgia's
all
not
the
gonna be
vote is
called
in.
today.
Trump by 17.
No.
Trump won this thing, by about 13 points and change.
Yes, you have to
in
live with this
2020,
anxiety
so
till
we'll see a
tomorrow.
little bit
Tomorrow,
of
you
what
might
we
have
saw
to
in
wait
North
for a
Carolina,
week.
Randolph
Yeah.
County.
Or a month.
Georgia
Very
and
small,
Pennsylvania
but a lot
aren't
of
going to be
this
called
is in
today.
right now. Biden won it by 9 in 2020.
just not
gonna
It's sitting there
happen.
at about
They're-
8
they're
points
gonna
right
be,
now.
like,
What's left to
guesstimated,
be
but they're
reported
not
out
gonna
in
be
Randolph
called, no.
County is going to be that same day vote. We're seeing this in a fair number of these counties too. It's a bit similar, I think, to what we're looking
then
at
said-
in
you
uh,
just
said
Georgia
doesn't wanna look at this map.
so far in
It's
North
depressing. You know,
Carolina.
the little-
Here's another one.
Yeah.
We'll check back in a
Little-
sec.
Yeah.
The only way to avoid it is
Many
to
of
watch
those
the movie
recently
Do I have a timer?
where were we?
Someone start a timer.
CNN is not calling things as quickly.
Okay. Well, CNN sucks.
It says here the KK. Oh yeah, this little.
Yes.
I wish I was racist, kid.
created something called the Ku Klux Klan to find and exterminate as many of those recently freed black men as possible. We can
It says the KKK was founded in 1865 to oppose Republican Reconstruction efforts in the South, including equality and voting rights for black people. The founders were former Confederates who collaborated with Southern lawmakers, many of whom were Democrats. Got you. Ha.
fast forward then to the 1960s if you want to. We had Lyndon Baines Johnson, Democrat president of the United States, who said, I will have those N-words voting Democrat for the next 200 years. And then he brought the Great Societies Act, put us all on welfare, and emphasized Margaret Sanger to exterminate as many of us as possible.
Chandler, it's not working. Let's move on.
So Margaret Sanger is a lady who started Planned Parenthood, and it's amazing that this fucking kid doesn't understand that he would be put in chains.
Yes.
In Reconstruction era, he doesn't get that he would be put in chains. He's advocating for the tax breaks of the slave owners. Like, that's when you know you just don't know anything. Like, dude, they're not talking about you. How do you miss it that hard? And it's gonna, you know what? It's crazy. He's probably gonna watch this and like, he's gonna watch this when he gets home from this or whatever. And he's gonna, I stomped him. And then in 6 months, yeah, I got him pretty good. And then it's going to be like 5-10 years like, holy shit. I was the slave. Yes, dumb motherfucker, you. Not the guy behind you, you. You the slave. Dumbass.
Margaret Sanger to exterminate as many of us as possible.
Chandler, it's not working. Let's move on.
I want to collectively, let's all bring it down for a second and just speak socially about what's happened since 2015. I grew up Republican. My mother is literally on that side right there. And
Wait, you got your mom in the audience?
Going against your mom? That ain't right.
Yeah. Yo, y'all rode together and shit? That's cheating.
I do not remember it ever being like this. And the reason that it became like this, in my opinion, was because of Donald Trump, right? So we saw...
And they all instantly shook their heads as if they were wearing red T-shirts for fucking John McCain. Yeah, I remember all of them running around for John McCain talking about... No. You, little dude up in the front there, were 7.
Yeah.
So
the other guy was 14.
Yeah. So you guys have not cared about any of this. It's on TikTok, and you're embarrassing.
This insane racial divide. We saw the increase in Asian hate crimes. We saw the racist xenophobia when we talk about illegal immigration.
Is his mama about to say racism is okay?
Yeah.
No way. Ain't no way. Hey.
From the last episode, we never talk about the white ones. We're
she got enough to learn.
Only talking about the brown ones, right? So like, there's all of these social issues that have changed. Like, honestly, I am less attached to Kamala Harris and Donald Trump than I am to you. I'm going to interact with you far more often. And so why do we feel that like we can't just like, I went to, and on the break, like I went and got a coffee and it was like chill. Right? Like, that's how it should be. It used to be like that. I remember when it was like that. And the reason that it is so polarized and it's so toxic and the reason that we're like cutting off family members and like blocking people on Instagram.
Because they're eating the cat their dogs.
Is because of Donald Trump, you guys. It really wasn't like this. And I just need you to acknowledge, just acknowledge the change.
Respond to that. What happened with Donald Trump actually became an expression of what Republicans were feeling.
Wow. So Republicans were feeling racist. Gotcha.
Oh, and rapey.
Fuck. And rapey. Gotcha. Wow. Holy fuck.
Ooh, did you mean to say
Grab
that
him
part?
by the what?
Oh,
Grab him by the what?
You know, if she wasn't my daughter, I would be, He's just our...
Gross.
He's just our inner expression. What the fuck? Dude, that's not your mom. That's a robot.
For years, we've been
get this fucking bot out of my lobby.
Taking the brunt of a whole bunch of stuff. We've had Hillary Clinton call us a basket of deplorables.
What happened to the snowflakes? What? You called me a basket of deplorables? How dare you, madam? How dare you?
That is the nicest way to insult anyone I've ever heard.
That was not even bad.
Deplorables. Do you identify with who she called deplorables?
Wait, she called us basket of deplorables. I remember Julia Roberts got on the television. She said that Republicans are somewhere between reptiles and repugnant. We've been taking it and taking...
Hey, yo, that's a bar.
Julia Roberts. Dang.
Nice, Julia.
The name calling. You had Obama talk about...
The Democrats with the name calling. You're right. We should name call. Roll the footage of Trump calling everything under the book.
Those people with guns and whatever. We've been...
Fact check says about President Biden said working class voters in 2008, they get bitter. They cling to guns or religion or antipathy to people who aren't like them, or anti-immigrant sentiment or anti-trade sentiment as a way to explain their frustrations. Yeah.
Hearing all these things and getting peeps of these things behind the curtains. The difference between Donald Trump and those people is that Donald Trump says out loud what you guys, or not you guys, but what the Democrats have been saying in private. And what's happened is the Democrats has now been recorded and it's come out, all of their stuff. But both sides have been saying everything. And
what stuff?
Well, yeah, what stuff is she talking about?
She'll never tell us. She'll just say that there's stuff that's recorded.
Yeah.
Like what? Anything relevant to what the fuck we're talking about? By chance? No?
No.
But something's recorded, apparently.
And so finally, Republicans said enough. With the Tea Party came out, taxed enough already. We said no more. We got to stop this, man. And we just got, I get so frustrated about it.
We heard your son say he remembers a time when it just wasn't like this. Do you agree?
No. And the reason that I don't.
She doesn't remember a time where it wasn't like this?
Check her vitals, please. Somebody check her blood pressure. Check her blood sugar. Eyeball pressure. I need to know. Get an X-ray, CT scan, full blood workup. Something's wrong.
Don't agree.
Come on.
Wait, no. Well, in our home, everything was peaceful and copacetic. But what's happened...
was. Emphasis on was. Was copacetic, and then it changed. We never fought like this. Our family was never this separate until Donald Trump, and that's my point.
There's never been 30 other Democrats between me and my mother, except for this stage. Literally, they're like, put them on the opposite sides of each other.
Is that it wasn't always...
Kamala Harris has won New York.
Yay. Of course, that was obvious.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
I hope he loses it because of Madison Square Garden rally.
It's like this. Your party has changed.
Right.
And you guys keep letting it change. This is not the Republican Party that I grew up in. Y'all just like move with this like hive mindset where he says something and y'all are, yes, sir. And I'm like, that's weird. It's weird of y'all. You don't push back.
No, it's not weird.
Back on your politicians enough.
So
you
you
let him
have to
change
chill.
your mind.
I have to do the mommy thing and go like that.
Okay.
And the reason is because we never came to you and we never trashed the Democratic Party. We said, look.
What?
Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man.
These people are saying these kind of things. We kept our mouths shut. But once Donald Trump came out and he said that the things that we all were thinking. When he came out and he said, this is a shithole country. This is happening here. People were thinking these things. And Donald Trump would.
Wow. So there you go. You told on yourself.
So you were thinking these things.
Yeah, you told on yourself. You were already hating on these motherfuckers anyway. Here comes another motherfucker hating on the motherfuckers you don't like. He's not racist. I hate him too. Is that your defense? Yuck. Yeah. Yuck.
Was just Donald Trump was just boorish enough to say what people were thinking. And Donald Trump is not a politician.
That's how you get a conversation. We used to talk to each other. Let me hear that again.
Say what people were thinking. And Donald Trump is not a politician. He's a regular Joe average guy.
There's nothing regular or Joe about Donald Trump.
There's no.
But that's it. But the thing is, like, she knows the script. So as long as she can remember the script, she doesn't feel like she's wrong because she feels like she's like logically consistent. You know what I mean? Like in her fantasy fiction, she is remembering all of the parts so that equates to right because she said the whole paper. She has not compared that paper to anything else on the earth, but she just knows that she's memorized all the talking points. How the fuck is a fucking quote unquote billionaire a normal Joe?
Yeah, he's not. There's nothing regular or normal about Trump. He's a crazy rich guy who decided to run for president.
Yeah. And y'all fell for it.
Problem! Let's stop there. Let's hear a new voice on this side.
Yeah, I think what also perfectly
my Nigerian brother
highlights how disruptive the Republican Party has gone is the debates. We see Trump debating people. It always devolves into chaos. We saw the J.D. Vance and the Tim Walz debate. Even though I don't agree with J.D. Vance on a lot of things, they were able to have a productive comment. And the underlying factor is Trump. Because of
Yeah, it's because J.D. Vance sucks.
Trump had been in the debate, it would have devolved into madness. And I feel like he's ruined debates, made them more contentious. He's made discussions between people more contentious because he sees these as a more personal standpoint rather than a political standpoint.
Okay, so this is the way I see things. Years ago, we didn't have this
Didn't ask.
division.
What we saw as Republicans starting in 2016 was Hillary Clinton pay for a foreign dossier to set President Trump up for Russia collusion. We went for.
The fact check here says the Clinton campaign and the DNC paid a $113,000 fine for funding and then misreporting spending on research that eventually became the Steele dossier. The Mueller special counsel probe cost approximately $32 million.
Through $40 million of a special counsel, we have had 8 years of lawfare, including the current 700.
I love that. Yeah,
what the fuck does that word mean?
That's not a word.
It's law warfare, Ollie.
Yeah. Okay.
Lawfare.
Lawfare.
Only catch is you have to break the law for it to work. Unfortunately, somebody forgot that.
100 years they're trying to get him to serve in prison. We've seen assassination attempts. Now, the biggest problem that I see is we've got an invisible.
It says here, Trump will not face 700 years in prison. In his New York hush money case, he was convicted on 34 counts, each carrying up to 4 years, totaling 136 years.
Fourth branch of bureaucracy.
Yeah, that'll do.
That is unelected, that has more power than our elected officials.
Oh, Carrie.
What is she talking about? The judges?
We've got a media that's lying to the American people on both sides, dividing us. And until we...
No, you don't get to throw out both sides are lying to us. That's why I trust Trump. Like, that's stupid. You're stupid.
Trust a guy that lies more.
Yeah, like, what are you talking about? The media lies, so I listen to Trump. He tells the truth. How the fuck do you figure? He tells you it's Thursday on fucking,
Tuesday.
It doesn't matter. Like, he'll lie about anything.
He really will.
For no reason.
Do our own
He lies at his golf scores. That tells you everything you need to know about a man. Ollie, you're a disc golfer. You'd never lie on a stroke.
No.
Then what's the point of going out there if you're just going to lie?
I don't play against other people. I play against myself. So you'd be lying to yourself.
See?
The fuck?
Research and we see what's going on for real. We're in big trouble. Donald Trump cannot be bought.
Yes, he can. That is the biggest lie I've ever heard.
That is like, how do you figure? Like, Egypt bought him. Russia bought him.
He was paid more money by foreign fucking powers while he was in office than any other fucking president ever, all combined. Fuck.
His daughter got 2 Chinese patents while in the administration. a Herculean feat that should have taken decades. She got it in 6 weeks. But hey, no, everyone else is just, making up shit about their poor little family, just trying to live the American dream.
He can't be. Donald Trump cannot be bought.
Cannot be bought.
Elon Musk.
How much for them shoes again? How much for that Bible again?
I like how they all laughed.
He's a billionaire.
Right.
He's a billionaire. How are you going to buy a billionaire? He's already got the money. Think about the threat.
He's 100% been bought. He's going to make billions off of this fucking deal if Trump gets in. Fuck.
This unelected bureaucracy, when you've got people like Elon Musk, RFK, both Democrats, and Donald Trump, who was...
All right, now hold on, lady. I'm no Democrat, but damn, you're not going to just throw Elon on them like that. Like, hold on.
Yeah,
also
nor RFK.
They didn't do that to you.
Democrat coming together to say, you know what? We're going to take on Big Pharma. We're going to take on the military war complex. And we're going to put the American people first.
I just want to respond to the America First claim. Because Donald Trump has never once put every single American first. It's only the Americans that he thinks deserve it, such as the upper class and white people, honestly. Because he's time and time again...
She said, I'm not upper class. Oh, sweetheart, we know. We knew that already.
First statement he made whenever he ran for presidency.
I can smell the Marlboros on your breath from here.
In 2016 was Mexico. They're not sending our best. And you're telling me that what he said was what you've all been thinking. That's already racist. That's already inherently racist. Mexico, I'm not saying you're all racist, but that is...
You're all racist.
They're all of them.
If you're thinking what Donald Trump was saying, you're fucking racist.
Every single one of those red shirt motherfuckers.
Like when Anakin was just like cutting down the younglings, and if that like resonated with you, stop
That's
it.
bad.
Get help.
Yeah.
Like there's something.
Even
like,
when he
that's
killed
not
all
good.
the fucking Tuskens, man. Even when he killed the fucking village of Tuskens.
I hate
if
them.
that resonated
All of
with
them.
you, that's bad.
That's a bad thing. You've gone too far.
That is what that statement is. It's a racist generalization of Mexicans.
No, it's not, she said.
So he's never stood for every people. He's not stood for trans people. All of you have constantly said that trans people are mental illnesses, that trans people...
Everybody there with a red shirt on doesn't think a trans person is a person.
Yeah, that was in the first episode. There was a lot of, where is it? The kid with the pink faux hawk thing there with the curls.
Yeah.
He debated against a black trans woman and got his boots absolutely smoked.
Are mental illnesses, that trans people, that it's just in their mind that they don't actually feel this way. Like at the end of the day, I don't necessarily, I can be somebody who says that my party isn't completely right on all things, right? But I can confidently say that Kamala Harris over Donald Trump stands for more Americans than Donald Trump ever has.
If transgenderism is not a mental illness, then why is the suicide rate in the transgender community 40%, which is higher than Jews?
Because they're fucking persecuted by people like you fucking jackass.
Thanks for answering your own question.
There we go. That's what I was going to say. It's like, well, because of you.
Yeah.
Like,
because you treat them like shit. You kick them out of the house. You tell them they're going to burn in fire for $1 billion. Like, you do that to them.
Yeah. It's your fault.
And then the
their
people
suicide rate is so high.
And then the people that you hate gather up the pieces of these poor broken children, give them, their own new set of wings and let them soar and fly. And the first thing you want to do is go clay pigeon shooting. No, you're going to leave them alone.
Breaking. Maryland is for the right to abortion.
Good job, Maryland. Good job, Maryland.
I'm sorry I got a little
So was New York
there, but that fucking pissed me off a bit.
No, that's good.
In Nazi Germany concentration camps.
Mental illness and mental disorders are two separate things.
So he knew that.
My name is Ryan Leon.
It's just conflating.
So just like Ren said, I don't agree with everything that Democrat.
Hey, Ollie. Hey, Ollie.
Yeah.
My man with the mic right there, who he look like? Hey, who he look like?
Pop.
That's due, but
just
I
need
think
some glasses.
Kamala Harris, at least,
magnitude.
she's putting forth policies that are more populist that I think everybody can get behind. So I got married 6 months ago. I'm looking forward to creating a family, and she has a proposal for $6,000 for the first year. More
Cortez.
Say, oh, you think you bought that? You think it's a game?
What up, Cortez?
money for small businesses, like $50,000, I think it was, and as well as help for helping Americans get their first home. So it's policies like that that are actually solutions that people.
I know they over there looking like, yeah, I was about to use that 25 racks to get into a house. I was about to use that. I wasn't going to say shit, but they brought it up.
Need in their communities and in their lives to help move the country forward. Whereas I see Donald Trump, once again, he's kind of having us talk about him, right? He's the center of attention. And I don't want to talk about him. I want to talk about the solutions. As far as what his side is offering.
Homegirl in the dress on the end there hasn't said a word.
I've heard deport all the illegals. I've heard, build a wall and those things. I don't think that helps us as a
And I didn't know Rufio was a Republican.
people in our everyday lives, and we need to move forward with that.
Life wasn't bad under Trump. Like, you still have a job, right? You have a job.
That's not the measure of whether something passes or fails. What are you talking about?
Yeah, wow.
Everyone
had a
you
job.
didn't
lose your job under Trump. I mean, a lot of people did lose their jobs under Trump because of COVID, because he fucked COVID up.
Is that the measure of whether it was better or worse, whether you lost your job or not? Because if that's the case, I don't think he wants to go down that road.
Yeah, right.
I think that's a failing argument for your own side there, bud. But thanks for the talking point.
in this room. I'm assuming. I would hope. But America's always been.
What's that?
Current unemployment rates are 4%.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they were
4.1.
They were like 5.5, 6 under Trump, maybe more.
After
it
COVID,
ballooned. It ballooned to like
after COVID,
18.
it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, before COVID, it was still 5.5, 6. So.
Yeah.
It's even been greater with Trump being in presidency because we had money. We went to war. There was war that was over in Afghanistan. Camilla Harris doesn't even know what's going on over.
Who the hell is Camilla?
Yeah, man. Get her name right, please.
Who is Camilla?
Over there. I have military friends that are over in the Middle East.
No shit.
She's like, oh, there's no one over there. She doesn't know that because she doesn't know foreign policies.
A criticism.
Dude, they're on bases. They're not. All right, man.
I frequently have, and
All right,
this is a chance for you guys to prove me wrong, of conservatives, specifically MAGA conservatives, is it seems like Trump can't drop a shit without you guys running to that's the new thing.
They have to eat that shit before it gets cold, man. You got to eat that hot shit right out of Trump's little sweaty diaper.
So I just want to get a hand count really quick. This is not a flame or backhanded. I'm serious. I'm genuinely interested. Can you raise your hand for me if there's...
He's got a Winnie the Pooh shirt on.
...anything major, legislation or otherwise, that Trump has done over the last few years that you disagree with?
I understand what you're saying.
She speaks.
Oh, my God.
Saying it's a cult-like mentality, correct? That he does anything, we follow along with it.
He asked you to name one thing, and you over here trying to psychoanalyze shit with some dirty-ass white sneakers on. White people, you cannot wear white sneakers, white on white sneakers, and have the gum on your shoes is fucked up, dude. You can't wear that. It is disrespectful to sneakers. Fuck.
Yeah, I didn't get that shoe choice with that dress either.
What are you doing? Were you riding a fucking Huffy? No. What is this?
But Mikey, I'm looking at everybody's shoes there. This is just a guess.
Mm-hmm.
I'm guessing she had open-toed shoes on, and they wouldn't let her go on the stage. I'm just saying.
She got they all got heels, but maybe because of the little preverts and their little toes.
All I'm saying is.
Maybe she got somebody else's. She had to wear the loaner shoes.
Exactly.
Cortez
That's somebody else's shoes.
Cortez says, I don't listen to anyone who has dirty white kicks.
I'm saying, though, you got to toothbrush them. You got to get the bleach pen. White shoes are a lot of work.
100%.
Trump won
There's
Ohio.
people in this movement that do that.
J.D. Vance came through.
We call them grifters. I will criticize, if he wins, if he loses, either way, I'm criticizing these people no matter what. Obviously, I'm a pro-choice Republican. That ain't very popular, I'll tell you that. The only thing is, on the other...
Buddy Boy is about to make a kitchen joke about her in about 30 seconds.
Yeah, right.
How can you be a pro-choice Republican?
They exist. They're out there.
Yeah.
They don't make sense.
Not Candace Owens. What's her face? Who was it? She got was it Tulsi? Who was it that pissed everybody off?
It wasn't Tulsi because
it was a lady.
Man, who was it? Yeah,
I'll think about it.
But they exist. They're out there. There's a lot of Republican women.
Oh, was it Boebert?
It might have been Boebert.
I think Boebert said something to the effect she was kind of. No, it was Tommy Lahren.
Oh man, I haven't heard that name in
Tim
forever.
Tam Lobotomy. That's who it was. She said that men shouldn't make that decision for me, and the right wing got her ass right up out of there.
And well, it's been a problem for Republicans every time it comes up. I mean, except for in Florida, on a ballot, they lose
big time. It's like down ticket. They start losing.
And technically,
that as soon as they see that abortion, the women's eyes see only blue, and they just start fucking skipping every Republican, and then they just lose the whole ticket, the whole ballot.
I mean, and technically the ballot measure in Florida has 57% of the vote for keeping abortion in the state.
Yeah.
They have a stupid rule.
Yeah, where it has to be 60.
Let's see. Let's check in real quick.
They're waiting on the 10 o'clock stiff.
12 minutes in counting.
All right, let that
other
marinate.
side, I've made fun of this for a long time. I think it goes both ways. I think we can agree on that.
Yo, these dudes didn't even get chairs. I'm not standing up for 50 hours. Fuck that. Fuck this show.
But it was literally a meme where it was Okay, Ukraine flag in bio, Palestine flag in bio, vaccines, masks, all these things. Like,
dude, no one cares about your fucking bio online. What is wrong with this weird girl? It's just the internet, man. It's just the internet.
you cannot admit that you guys are not equally, if not more insanely cold. Like, they literally were like, Biden's done. Kamala is our president. It's like, it's a fucking meme for a fucking reason. Give me a fucking break.
Okay.
Yeah, nobody voted for her. We voted for Trump.
Real quick.
He took a bullet for this country.
Okay, time.
He didn't take no bullet.
He took some shrapnel. Corey took a bullet.
That's the only thing the Republicans have on Kamala is that she's just sort of like, yeah, people voted for her for vice president. Nobody voted for her in the primary. We get it. But
parties get to make their own rules. It's a little Monday morning quarterback to me, like, well, you shouldn't have did it that way.
Yeah.
Well, the rule's already in there, so.
And just to go back to her shoes.
Yeah.
They showed a quick flash to the other side, and there's a bunch of people over there wearing sandals. So I was completely wrong. That was her shoe choice. She's just an idiot. I tried to defend her.
Yeah.
I tried to give her the benefit of the doubt, and I can't now.
I hope you learned your lesson.
Time out. Just want to point out, we did not hear a specific thing that somebody on this side disagrees with about Trump. So let's close that loop, and then we'll go back to you guys.
Yeah, I totally disagree with how Trump handled COVID, because I wish he didn't spend all that money giving out these stimulus checks and things like that. And I wish he didn't promote the vaccine as much as he did, because to be honest, that is
no way she just said that.
Oh my God.
No way.
She said, I wanted Trump to make the pandemic worse.
She said, why did he give all them people that help? Oh, damn. My God.
Why
people
did she
starved.
Yeah.
She got money from that.
She did. Oh, she probably did, yeah. Most likely.
Wow.
COVID, because I wish he didn't spend all that money giving out these stimulus checks and things like that. And I wish he didn't promote the vaccine as much as he did, because to be honest, that is a big reason why there are problems in our economy right now. That being
what?
How is that true or possible?
People just say shit.
Yep.
You know, I wonder, like I got this like super high class filter in my brain about like how we need to present ourselves. Maybe we're just like shooting too high.
Maybe
we should just start aiming at the ground. Because apparently the ground is all as high as you need to look. Like, that is the dumbest sentence.
with how Trump handled COVID, because I wish he didn't spend all that money giving out these stimulus checks and things like that. And I wish he didn't promote the vaccine as much as he did, because to be honest, that is a big reason why there are problems in our economy right now. That being said,
And she tried to like sneak it in. Economy right now.
Yeah, right?
She's just reading the fucking email that they send her.
do think that while Trump is not perfect, he's the best option we have right now with the biggest problems our world is facing, such as war that has erupted everywhere.
What war is in the United States?
None.
Has the United States soil ever been attacked?
Yes.
Except for, well, we weren't the United States yet, Ali, when you burned down.
I'm referring to 9/11.
Yeah, that terrorist attack was on our soil. But even what's it called? Even Pearl Harbor, that was a military base. Hawaii wasn't a state yet.
No? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
When that happened, Hawaii wasn't a state yet?
Correct.
Yeah, Hawaii wasn't a state till what, 48?
Yeah, that wasn't on American soil.
Okay. Didn't know that.
We've never, like, aside from 9/11, we've never been attacked. So what the hell are they, what are they talking about?
I don't know.
During the Biden administration, which there was not a single war under Trump, and also
defense workers show 65 active duty troops died due to hostile action during Trump's presidency, including those fighting ISIS, which Trump takes credit for defeating. But there was no war, even though I destroyed ISIS. Remember that?
Yes, Trump is an anti-war president
who dropped a Moab to kill 5 people.
Yeah.
So the invasion on our southern border, which I know the Democrats are trying to pretend they're so pro securing the border now, like you guys haven't been calling us racist for the past 10 years for caring about illegal immigration.
No, you're racist because you think brown people are inferior to you.
Yeah.
That's why you're racist.
Yep.
Sarah, to respond to you about illegal immigration, just very quickly, if I were to give you the test that my parents had to take to be allowed in this country legally, would you pass it?
If I studied, did they have time to study?
But you were.
If I studied.
If
You'd
I
have to
studied.
study the test. You're on a fucking talk show talking about the election.
You're an American.
You're a citizen. You should know all this shit.
Were born here and you got citizenship just by being born here. You should know all this because you learned it in school, no?
I was actually born in Canada.
Oh, Ollie.
Oh, fuck.
Ollie,
Well, she's down
Ollie,
there.
Ollie.
She's down there.
But
She's
them's
moved.
the break.
She's
Come get
gotten
you.
out.
Come
She
get
knew
you.
she wasn't welcome
No.
here. She got out.
Come get you. Come get her, man. Come get
No,
her.
we're not getting Justin
No,
Bieber back either.
no.
You can have both of them.
No,
Listen,
you can
you're
leave.
stealing other ones from us like Ryan Reynolds. You can keep the bad ones too. All right?
Well, when she just show up there, don't ask no questions.
Oh, okay.
And guess what? I was born a dual citizen, but
Okay,
so
well,
that's
there's
why I
that.
came
You're
here.
a dual citizen.
Yes, I'm here legally. That's what that means. And if I
Yeah, because it's Canada and they're white.
was given
Yeah.
a test, I would study and take it. Did your parents have time to study?
My parents, their first languages are not English.
Oh, okay. So
You get to take it in English. My parents are from the Philippines. They had to learn English to come here and take the same test.
Let's
quiet. This whole country is based off of immigration. Your parents immigrated from here from Canada, sure. But you were, okay, I don't know your history, but you said you're dual citizenship. So I'm assuming that you have family from Canada. You probably grew up speaking English, not having to translate for your parents. You probably were not called racial slurs even though they are immigrants. Your immigration is very different from mine.
Okay, so I'm gonna respond to this because I came.
Oh, brother.
Oh, no.
Brother.
Is this the same guy? It is, right?
Oh,
yeah.
brother.
From a very poor country, third world country, and I speak 4 languages. And you guys can still hear my accent. When I first moved here from Haiti to college.
Oh, dude, Haiti? No.
You're
Man.
from Haiti?
And you're like in any way pro-American? That is ridiculous.
You have the fucking Trump shit on, and he just said your peoples are going back to Haiti so Governor Barbecue can fucking have his way with them. Are you kidding me? What is wrong with this guy?
He just said
I had to.
God.
Haiti. America has fucked over Haiti for like the last century.
Yeah, fuck you,
I'm
Citibank.
guessing he's a rich Haitian, though. I'm just guessing he's a rich Haitian. Just saying. Look at that watch, right? That's a pretty nice watch.
He might have been born in Haiti,
You know,
but he
so-
couldn't have come from there recently. It is
Yeah.
literally bedlam. Tim,
So-
get back in frame. Thank you.
TOEFL test to be able to get into college, and I did it. Every single exam in my first year of college, I had to translate everything into French in my head first to understand what the question is asking and then answer the question. Guess what?
To be fair, French to English is way easier than Filipino to English, just saying.
Yep, it is.
Everybody
Very
had 1
similar.
hour, whatever the time is to do a test. It took me also an hour to do all that. I never once thought that I was a victim. But let me tell you something, though. This country is built on immigrants. I like that. But at the same time,
No, it was built on slavery. Would you know anything about slavery, Mr. I'm from Haiti? Do you know anything about slavery and the slave trade and what it does to countries and populations therein? This freedom bullshit is a lie, and y'all need to stop.
Democrats is at a point right now where they are shipping a bunch of illegal immigrants. They don't even know who they are. Even people from my own country. We have actual criminals. Don't shake your heads because I'm Haitian. I speak Creole very, very clearly, and I still have families in Haiti. We have criminals from my own country traveling here to the border.
Now, why would everybody else be trying to get out of Haiti? Maybe because
brainwashed.
Maybe because the criminals fucking took over the jail and busted out all of the big baddies. Like it is a boss. It's a boss level run right now. Like it's the boss wave. in Haiti right now. They have completely overwhelmed the government. And these people are fleeing for their fucking lives because all the people that got locked up are now like, all right, who snitched on me? Who got me in here? So like, hey, can we leave? And they're like, just send them back to Haiti, dude. All right. All right. But I don't know foreign policy. I'm just an idiot from fucking Chicago.
And where they were placing them in the black communities, like for example in Chicago, they were closing indoor playgrounds where black kids and Hispanic kids are using during the winter time to, not just that, but also to keep them off the street.
Yeah. Because they could do it at their school. That was just an extra park district thing. It's like Pop Warner. It's like arena football. It's not the only outlet that these kids have. And if that's the only fucking outlet that these kids have in Chicago, then that's a fucking problem. And you don't start complaining about your problems as soon as somebody else needs some help. What the fuck is that? Why does your kid only have one fucking thing to do after school? Advocate for your fucking shit.
Mikey, we should go back to the election. It is 9:59.
Get in there. Boom. Boom. Loading ad.
Great.
There we go. I think it knows that I'm not watching the ad. I'll switch screens though. No. Oh, what the hell?
Oh, Georgia is such a clusterfuck. I don't know what happened.
Stream unavailable. Our stream just went down.
Ours did?
Yeah.
Yeah, it did go down. Stream suspended for policy violations?
Probably copyright.
Yep.
Copyright for what? For the show that we were watching?
Probably.
Maybe.
Oh. We're still up on Twitch.
Cool.
Oh.
Oh, we're still vertical.
We're still up on Twitch.
Cool.
Oh.
Oh, we're still... The vertical one is up. The title is wildly wrong.
Yeah, that is not what we're doing.
At all.
We're not playing Monster Hunter. That's for sure.
Nope. And we definitely have mics
on. Trump won Montana.
Shocker.
And Utah. Georgia's still too close to call.
All right. Vertical election.
Pennsylvania is frighteningly close. It's 50-49 right now. Utah's like 3 or 4 and Montana's 3.
I pasted the title that you have on the YouTube one in the...
Oh, okay.
Oh, you already got rid of it. Sorry.
Yeah.
Arizona's too early to call.
So if the Twitch is still up, we're fine. Where did you see the thing at?
I think we're back.
Again,
we are back.
where did you see this thing?
What thing?
What? Oh, yeah, it was on YouTube. I was watching YouTube screen on my other screen, and it went down.
Yeah, me too.
That is great. Can you please answer what I'm asking? Where did you see the notification that said we got a policy thing? That's what I was asking.
Oh, it was on the screen instead of us.
It was on the screen instead of us on the YouTube stream. Yes.
On the actual video.
Yes.
Oh. Interesting. So that means they're snooping.
I mean, somebody's watching and reported this or something, maybe. I don't know.
That's a strong possibility, too.
We went from 7 or 8 watching down to 3 watching, too, during that.
I think we've been reported several times. If I'm being honest.
It happens. It happens.
Good luck, bitches. I can't rewind.
Oh no.
Right, let's check my.
So far, the Republicans have gained 1 Senate seat. None of the other.
All right, there we go.
I hate how that map looks so red and it doesn't really represent what's going on.
Yeah, this is what it looks like.
I mean, that's
Everywhere
what it's gonna look like.
The population of all those red states is just so small for the most part.
Well, yeah, like
So,
if you look at it like electoral vote wise, Montana, North Dakota, South Dakota, Wyoming, Nebraska, Utah, Indiana, not Indiana, Idaho. Those are all like 3 voters.
Yep.
But I mean, so are Rhode Island, DC,
yeah,
Vermont, New Hampshire. Those are all the tiny states.
So, what are we at? We're at what percent in? We don't know yet. Well, it's interesting that Trump has 198 electoral votes, right? So he has 39 million votes. She has 99 electoral votes, and she has 34. So she's only 5 million down on the vote count thus far, but he has double the fucking points. Because the Electoral College is a fucking rigged ass bullshit, cheap ass
it really
system.
is. It
you
really
want to
fucking
talk
is.
about rigged elections. It's the Electoral College.
Because he's only up 5 million votes right now, and we're probably not even a third of the way through because California has to go.
Yeah, I guarantee you, as soon as California comes in, the electoral vote will flip. Like, not the electoral vote, the popular vote will flip.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because there's like 30 million people voting, and California's pretty blue.
Well, hopefully by the time that the alpha kids and the Gen Z kids get around, they're gonna get sick and tired of this electoral college bullshit, and it'll be gone.
Hopefully, I mean, you gotta amend the Constitution.
You guys got to have a
shit.
2028 election for that to happen.
Yeah, once Trump wins, there's no. Have to vote again. I will make it so easy that you'll never have to vote again.
He said we'll have it fixed so good you won't have to vote anymore.
And that means you don't have a choice anymore.
Well, they're not going to hold elections anymore.
Nope. So, Pennsylvania is within a point. Georgia's almost within a point. North Carolina's within 2 points. I believe Michigan's within 2 points.
But right now, they're all leaning
points.
Trump.
Not Michigan.
Well, so
he's
North
only
Carolina
up 7,000.
Was a hope for Democrats. It wasn't they were going to win it.
He's only up 7,000.
Georgia, they need kinda, not necessarily. Pennsylvania, they need for sure.
Yeah, without Pennsylvania, there's no route.
Whoever wins Pennsylvania becomes president, basically.
He's only up 16,000.
Unless some weird shit happens.
Yeah.
Like maybe Harris wins like Arizona and North Carolina and Georgia out of some like weird circumstance, and then Trump wins Pennsylvania, then Harris still wins.
Yeah, but that doesn't happen. That just doesn't happen. At least 2 of the states you just said are going to go Trump.
Yeah.
So they, for a Democrat to win, need Pennsylvania.
Yeah, for a Democrat to win, they need Pennsylvania. And we won't know the West Coast states for another hour.
Word.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's looking weird. It's
always weird.
It's looking iffy.
Yeah, well,
we're not quite in like Hillary Clinton territory where it was looking real sad at this point, but it's still like way too up in the air.
Well, it's just
it was gonna be. Because
an hour and a half, 2 hours from now, we're gonna know a lot more about the middle of the country and the East Coast. So
I was watching their coverage, and they had a dude in Pennsylvania talking to one of the election officers in Philadelphia, and he said that After they count all the in-person votes, they have absentee ballots to count, and those will be released around midnight. So it's still going to be a few more hours before anyone knows what the fuck is going to go on in Pennsylvania. And it looks like it's going to be so close they're going to have to do an automatic recount.
Yeah.
Because I think if it's within a half a point, they have to do an automatic recount.
So 1.5 million Illinois people voted for
Georgia.
Trump.
What are we hearing in the background?
Oh, I think that was just the video from the Kornacki cam, or the audio from the Kornacki cam.
Okay.
It just plays that music on a loop. Hey, Harris just got some more points.
Oh, it went the other way. Went the other way, didn't it?
She got Colorado. Harris got Colorado.
Yep.
But still, she was at 99. Now she's at 91.
This is
Trump's
Reuters.
down from 199 to 178, so they just don't have as much predicted.
What is this, Reuters? You watching Reuters? Yeah. Reuters there, Mikey?
I needed a good map. They had a good-looking map. Nice large font map. Yeah, 1.5 morons.
I'm interested in Cruz's fucking Senate race.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I almost feel like he's a lock there.
Probably. It always gets really close. Last couple times, like, Beto got within 5 points of him.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Let's see.
It wasn't a cakewalk for him.
Like, it's nice to hope, but I think he's a lock. I'll be back in frame in a second.
Yep.
But my ankle
He's
was
down.
itchy, so I had to scratch.
He's down 700,000.
Your ankle is itchy.
Yes.
Yep, it's a
Yeah,
two-horse
it
race.
looks like. I mean, Cruz has almost 1 million more votes than Alred does at this point, but
He's 700K up.
How much is that guy that's...
It's only 70% in. I don't know if that could change a lot, but they haven't called it yet. It's still. They said it's still too early to call.
What's the Green Party guy at? The Libertarian?
Couple thousand.
163,000 votes. He's got
So
2%.
Yeah, so that wouldn't make that big a difference then.
And then there's 2,500 write-ins.
Like, people, come on.
So what, they wrote in some other name?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they wrote in some other name. BRB.
I hate how people do that. It almost shouldn't be allowed.
I'm going to take a bathroom break, BRB.
Well, if you want to be the guy that wants to write in your own thing, then you need to spend at least one election volunteering.
I wasn't supposed to turn off my camera. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's why I use OBS. That way I have a picture I can display when I have to go.
Yes, an uncentered picture. That is not the same centering as you. All right, what are we looking at here? Let's see.
What happened?
Colorado just got. Let's see how Connecticut did. Let's see here.
I got no sound on. Is that on me?
Stop narrating if you have no sound.
Mikey, are you muted?
No, I'm not muted. Stop narrating everything. Fix your thing. Oh my God. Connecticut, what's going on with y'all? Yeah, Jill Stein.
Check 1, 2. Are you there, Mikey?
Yeah, I've been here the whole time. You just can't hear anything, and then you just start talking over.
I think Mikey's muted too, because I can't hear him at all.
Oh my God.
I'm muting the
Ali. Hey, look at the screen. Look at the screen. Look at the screen. He won't do it.
Okay.
Look at me. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? No. Hello. All right, whatever. Anyway, let's see which state Jill Stein's gonna flip here, because that's her whole thing is getting to 5%, right? We're gonna get to 5% and save everybody. We're gonna save the world and give reparations to everybody, right? Oh, this goes by county. Nice. Where did it go? Oof. Grand Rapids. All right. Kent County. Okay. Dang, this thing goes way in there. Nice. Yep. She might lose Genesee County. Those people are not forgiving her. Come on. Zoom up your thing. Ollie. You still got problems over there. That's okay. We'll take a quick bathroom break and we'll be right back. refreshed.
Oh, we're back.
I needed some to inhale some funny herbs.
Funny herbs?
Smelly herbs.
We are unsure where our fearless leader disappeared to, but he will be back soon.
Your mic sounds weird.
I'm okay.
I'm here.
Oh, there you are.
I had to potty.
Oh.
I lost.
Too much info. You just said you were here. That was good enough.
I mean, I said I had to potty. Mikey,
Oh,
that
is my
music's
mic-
on again.
Yeah. Is my mic sounding better now, Mikey? I did the thing where I turned it on and off.
It sounds like you're in a bathroom.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Was it just that my mic was too far away? Didn't go on the surround sound thing, did it? No.
I'm
very
not saying
tinny.
that. Everyone says I'm an ass when I say it. So ask Tim.
It's very tinny.
Maybe it's using the wrong mic. Let me check. It is using the wrong mic. There you go. How's that?
Much better.
It's switched to my headphone mic. Thank you for letting me know.
So I learned that there's a very interesting Senate race going on in Nebraska. Where an independent is possibly unseating a Republican.
What county?
It's Senate, so the whole state.
Oh. You did say Senate, didn't you?
I did. They also they're projecting that Theodore is going to win his Senate seat.
Nice. You can tell where the cities are.
Yes.
Wow, and it's mightily he's getting his butt whooped too.
Yeah.
But like, look at some of these counties, dude. Like, it's under like it's like under 500 votes.
Nobody fucking lives there, man.
Look at this. This is 500 people in a county.
Yeah, nobody fucking lives there.
Come on, man. Y'all big ass whole thing is a county, bro, as far as elections go. You got to get at least 1,000 people. Are you kidding me? That's crazy. Nah, y'all don't even participate enough to fucking have us printing up all this fucking paper. Hell no. Tim, would you make a run on fucking 400 pieces of different, like, hell, that's not even.
Yeah, can you imagine? Yeah,
that's not
like
even a ream, brother.
like there's more people in my town than that whole fucking county.
Well, that voted in that county. So as far as I'm concerned, that are in that county.
Yeah, seriously, like more people voted in my town, like in early voting in one day, than voted in that fucking county.
Unreal.
Ollie, why are you asking people what their favorite cookie is?
I don't know. I'm asking.
Ollie, are you high?
Yes.
All right.
Probably. My wife says peanut butter.
Peanut butter. Oh, yeah,
Good
that's
answer.
problem top 3. That's
Good
top
answer.
3 for me, for sure.
Look at Livingston County. Okay. Iroquois. See, that's where Kankakee is. I think Kankakee.
See,
Yeah.
this is why I don't know why all these people are complaining about immigrants. America is largely empty. There's nobody here.
Yeah.
You think
so
America's empty?
like around here, like in the suburbs and shit. Like I'm out west, so I'm out here. So in DuPage County, Kamala Harris got 227,000 votes. In DuPage County, which is one of the smaller counties outside of Chicago, and then them motherfuckers had 400 versus 19. Like, come on, bro. These are not alike. This is not fair, dude. This shit is not fair.
The Electoral College is so fucked.
Dude, what are we talking about? What are we even talking about?
When you look at the states, I mean, yeah, you got your Floridas and you got your Texases that are voting for Trump. But then you got fucking California, New York, fucking Michigan.
Oh, look at Springfield. Hanging on.
Springfield.
I don't care what anyone says. That's where the fucking Simpsons are.
Yes, I'm wondering if Bart got out to vote. He should be old enough by now.
No way, dude.
What?
Eat my shorts,
Lisa's going to be president in another 6 or 8 years, or 4 to 10 years or something like that, isn't she?
Oh,
When's she supposed to be president? They said she was going to be president. Maybe it was 2040. Might have been 2040 she was president.
Who's going to be president?
Lisa Simpson.
Oh, you know what this is right here? This is East St. Louis. This is East St. Louis and SIU Carbondale. Their East Campus. That's funny. And all this little hick towns. And then you got this little thing because it connects to St. Louis right here. That's funny. And this is Grand Rapids. What's it? Quad Cities. Huh. And I think all of our initiatives passed.
Ooh, Josh Hawley kept his Senate seat. Gross.
He looks like he's 12.
He's a.
You know the names of far too many.
He's an election denier. He's gross.
He looks like he's 12.
Yeah, well, he's Josh Hawley. He's fucking gross.
Some people do the sports. Well, we do sports too. But this is another sport.
This is a sport.
Disc golf.
It's like you gotta, and that's what really like pisses me off. And then it's like you never want to use sports when you're talking politics, but it's like the best analogy for some people. Because if somebody who had never fucking watched your sport before said, I watched the highlights from last season, I know more about who's in the top 5 of all time than you would laugh them out of the room. But that's what y'all are doing to us. It's so crazy. And it's like so infuriating to not just like walk out of the room and like, because you're not a serious person. But you
listen.
You gotta go back like several. You gotta go back to like several seasons, dog.
Yeah,
it's boring, man. It's mad boring. You gotta watch a lot of shit because we missed a lot because we're younger, or I don't know. You know how it works. But yeah, a lot of shit happened right before we got here, and they won't fucking tell us. So you gotta go look for it yourself.
All right, it looks like, I mean, no one's projecting anything, but it looks like North Carolina's a wash for the Democrats.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, Harris is down by like 3 points now.
Damn.
Like, if she doesn't sink a three-pointer at some point, she's done. Georgia's still pretty close. Yeah, Trump's margin is going down in Georgia. It was like 240,000. Now it's 153,000.
Well, that's good.
Why, if you keep saying slippage.
Catch up there. What?
I want to go back one. There we go.
So do you say slippery or do you say slippy?
What? Slippery, Ollie. That's how you say it.
You mean like the ground slippery from ice?
Yeah.
No one says slippy.
The ground slippy. Yeah, they do.
Nah.
Yeah.
Nah, no one says slippy.
No, ain't nobody saying slippy.
What? I just wondered.
Hold on. Does someone in this call say slippy?
Sometimes.
Okay.
Depends on it just depends on what one comes out, to tell the honest truth. They're interchangeable words. They mean the same thing.
So look at Wisconsin has 8,700 votes for RFK.
Yeah, that's something Trump was worried about.
Oh my god! Oh no!
How many places
RFK
is he on the?
Oh my god!
Oh no, RFK's spoiling Trump.
Yep.
Oh no! Is he the hero? Oh no! Did he save the day? Oh no!
It's kind of looking at like it. If you add his 8,000 votes on, he'd still be behind though, wouldn't he?
No, he'd be ahead.
No, 8,000. No, he'd be way ahead. Yeah, what am I thinking?
Yeah.
I was doing the wrong decimal place.
Yo, if RFK fucks Trump in Wisconsin, that's hilarious.
It would be.
Make up for
Especially if it
Georgia.
cost him the presidency.
How many points is Georgia? Why is Georgia 16 points?
A lot of people live in Atlanta. Listen, Atlanta is a Delta hub.
Okay. We only got 19. What the hell?
Well, there's a lot of people live in Atlanta.
While we were on a break, I had a cookie.
Just because they invented trap music doesn't mean that they're the kings of Earth. I'm excited to see how crazy
Donald Trump.
California goes. Imagine if California had ranked choice.
Oh,
what would that mean? What do you mean by that? Not a term I'm familiar with.
So
you don't know,
instead of it being all or nothing, it would split it.
Well, it would ranked choice. It would be like, say you have 4 candidates and you like one.
Hold on, sorry. What's Nebraska got then?
Oh, Nebraska's got. They have one. They split their electoral votes. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah. What's that? I thought that was that. That's not that.
No, that's not ranked choice. Ranked choice is a voting system.
No, not ranked choice. Then I retract that. Not that. The thing that Nebraska has, where like, all of their if you win parts of it's like split up.
Yeah, they have
like 3 different sections. So like, yeah, there's like a middle.
Yeah,
section.
they have.
Yeah.
Don't they have three voting or like college votes, and they don't all go the same way?
Yeah, one can like not like Maine has the same thing. They split the electoral vote.
Yeah, Maine has 2. Yeah.
Imagine if California did that.
Imagine if every state did that.
Imagine if we didn't fucking do this.
Imagine if we didn't have an electoral
college. Get rid of college. The electoral college has to go.
It's so stupid.
I don't know what kind of overhaul the system needs, what kind of things need to be passed. I don't know if any one party will ever be empowered to remove it. Well, the Republicans aren't going to remove it. It benefits them too much.
Well, if someone could wake up Joe Biden, where he could totally just act all crazy pants, cause a constitutional crisis, lock up everybody, and demand that we add something to the Constitution, or I'll keep my magic powers forever. Rawr, scare them, and then we get it that way.
Or he could just like refuse to leave office.
There you go.
Like who's gonna stop him? Who's gonna stop him? No, Joe Biden. Yeah. If Joe Biden refuses to leave office, I mean, he can't be convicted of anything anymore. Yeah. Like, the Supreme Court said he's immune from any shit that he does.
Yeah.
So, I would just be like, nah, I'm president forever.
I live here now.
This is my house.
Get out of my house. You're just swinging his cane. Get out of here.
You kids get off my lawn.
It's like Torino. I had mixed feelings about Torino. I wanted to like it. Gran Torino? With the...
Yeah.
Clint Eastwood?
Yeah, it's Clint Eastwood, though.
Carrie Ann, to answer Carrie Ann's question there, honestly, I couldn't do that. No, I would just vote Kamala because...
Read the thing.
Her question is, say you couldn't vote Kamala for personal reasons. You could vote third party as your first choice, then Kamala as your alternative secondary choice.
Yeah, that's how ranked choice voting works.
Okay. That's the way
So how is it tabulated at the end then?
So what happens is, let's say theoretically there's 4 candidates.
Us 3.
And you rank
Us
them
3.
and let's say it's me, Ollie, and Mikey.
Yeah.
And you rank
vote
those
for
from
me.
1 to 3.
Hey, vote M in the chat for Mikey.
Let's say you voted Mikey as your first choice, and then Ollie is your second, and then me as your third. Well, let's say everyone else doesn't vote for Mikey.
Damn it.
Then in like the automatic runoff that happens within the system, Mikey would be cut out, and then it would go to your second choice until someone hits 50%. So let's say the Mikey got like 20%, and Ali and I split the rest of the vote. Mikey's votes would go to whoever their second choice was.
So you said Mikey's votes were for me, secondary, so they would go to me, and I would win. Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, that's essentially how it works.
You know what would be a better way is if well, I don't know if it's a better way or not, just a different way.
It's just a coward's
bet. No. If the person that received the votes decided who they would throw the votes behind.
No, that's so bad.
No, because that gives that person. No, because that gives spoilers literally the power.
Then you wouldn't vote for somebody that you didn't trust their decision, right?
But they could say whatever they wanted, and then when it came to,
that's why it's an evil plan, Ollie. It's not something a good person would ever do, but you're wide open for it. I could just be like, man, I'm gonna give all of my votes to. So there's this new game on Steam, and I was just wondering if you could click that link, and then I could just slide those votes over. I'll just give them to, you know what I mean? Like even if we had the same political opinion or whatever, I could still extort you. I could still say I'll just throw my votes into the floor then. No, it's gotta I don't think that's letting the people decide.
You don't. Okay, well, it kind of still is because you voted for the person that you said I'm giving this person the right to decide.
Yeah, but why would you want someone else to decide your vote?
Why not? Why not? You know what I mean?
You decided your vote.
I just want that person or that person. I don't want them to be playing the politic. You know what I mean? It inserts a game level where there doesn't need to be one. Like, nah.
Okay.
Letting them pick and stuff.
I didn't say it was. I know I said at first it was better. It was a misspeak, but all I said was a different way. It's just, if you think about it for a second, though, like I said, if there's 3 people on the ballot, and I voted for the third guy, right?
Yeah,
but the third guy had no chance of getting in, but the first 2 were so close,
right,
that the votes for me make a difference, right?
The bottom
so
guy,
why wouldn't
the bottom guy or use the voter?
Right. So these 2 right up here, they're 49-49, and this guy's got 2% of the vote, right? So this guy, because all of his people that wanted him elected put their trust in him, why wouldn't he get to decide where he puts his those votes? The system you have right now, they're throwing out. I'm just saying maybe it's like,
because then he decides the election unilaterally.
Yes.
What the fuck is that? That's not fair. Why should he get to pick?
Because the people that voted for him said we trust this guy to choose.
No, you're voting. It's not us. It's not a vote to see who gets to vote. It's a vote for who's going to be in charge.
Yes, it is.
I don't want
you want that guy to be in charge.
So I don't want him to have a mind to backstab somebody to get some underhanded. Like, what are we talking about? That's weird. That's not.
Ollie,
that's not democratic.
It invites a lot of corruption.
They will. Are you kidding me? The money will flow. The favors.
Mikey, here's the problem, is that Ollie is from Canada, and the elections there are all sunshine and rainbows, and
maple syrup and beaver slaps.
They don't have to deal with the constant corruption of American
politics. You know where I'm actually getting that from? In our politics, if we have a minority government, which is a government that doesn't quite have 50% of the vote of the House, right?
Okay.
We can have that because we have a multi-party system. We don't have just 2 parties, right? Then the other 2 parties can say, well, we're going to put our stuff together and become a majority and make decisions. Right? Okay. Just saying. It happens here. Right? Democrats have, or not Democrats, but the NDP have like a 20% share of the vote, and then the conservatives and liberals have like 40 and 40 roughly, close. There's like 3 other parties that take up another 3% of the vote roughly, right? So when you look at that, wherever the NDP decide to put their support behind is what actually makes the decision.
So this sounds like Carrie Ann just put in the chat, this is how landlord system ultimately makes choices. Yeah, dude. So we have this bullshit racist electoral college, and you have a Ponzi scheme. Like, it's just a Ponzi scheme in the making, where you guys have like these this is very Games of Thronesian up there, where you got a House of Lords battling against each other. Meanwhile, over
it's just
here,
how
we just got corporate people slapping money
right
around.
right now. You just got a 2-party system. They either vote one way or they vote the other way. Yeah, sure. Each individual gets their votes, and if they want to go against the party, they can. And we still have that here too, right? But if you're voting with party lines, right? When you have a 3-party system with all of them getting the votes, that third party, even though they're not a majority, can have a lot of power.
Riddle me this, Batman. Would you be in favor of, and I mean this in the literal sense, a true democracy wherein everyone would have to take like straight up civics classes, each citizen, like almost like a conscription kind of deal, because you and all of you guys will be deciding things? Would you be down for being in a hyper politicized true democracy where you do vote on everything?
Would I be? Are you conscripted into it, or are you encouraged to do it?
I'm saying, to be it for this thought experiment to work, I'm putting in the pretext that like you have to take, like everybody has to take some sort of like hardcore civics course to like truly know the guts of how the government works and everything, and everybody's a part of it, because everybody needs to vote, because everyone votes on everything.
It practicality, it just wouldn't work, but in theory,
I mean, what if we had like hyper safe, like just scan your eyeball,
hyper safe like internet computer, where suddenly you get an email where you're asked to vote on something, you send your vote in, and it's all tabulated at the end of the year. Yeah. And if it was super safe and everything like that, honestly, I don't think I would have a problem with that.
But it would be everything, like the contracts for the garbage, you know what I mean? The garbage company.
Is there a refrain from voting because I don't know enough about the topic?
No, you need the vote is the vote. Everyone votes.
So you're saying
everything.
You can't abstain from voting?
No. And if people fall behind and don't keep up with stuff, you're in that.
And that's when, if you're forced to vote on, like I don't like the idea of being forced to vote. Just don't like that idea at all. But if you're being forced to vote,
like to be forced to do anything.
No, why would we? Do Americans like to be forced to do things?
Don't kink shame us on our special day.
Some of us. Yeah, some of us.
It's our day, damn it.
That doesn't sound like freedom to me. I'm just saying.
What the fuck is freedom? We're not even a democracy.
America's not about freedom, Ollie. I don't know what you heard.
Okay.
Don't read the
freedom isn't free.
Don't read the bumper stickers.
But I'm just saying, like, I mean, yes, if I'm forced to vote on every individual thing, and there's things that I'm not up to speed on, right? Then, and I'm forced to vote, then I'd be voting along party lines.
Well, I guess you could you could vote just vote for, like, representatives.
Is there 2 choices or 3 choices? Right? If there's 2 choices, we're going to vote for guy A or guy B, or decision A or decision B.
It'd be a bunch of decisions. Right? There wouldn't be any higher thing, like everyone decides on everything.
I'm just trying. Yeah. Okay. So if I'm just voting
like
for
state
somebody
level.
to go vote, then that's what we're doing now. Right?
No, you guys everyone would make say a village of 1,000 people. Everyone decides on everything. There is no leadership at all.
There is no leadership. I don't know how that would work. So there has to be some sort of enforcement.
Everyone would be equal. So however you want to split that up into different tiers or whatever, but everybody can be any part of that system.
Yeah. Okay.
So assuming everyone had equal roles in that society, but like every decision has to be run through everybody.
Well, like I said, if you're forced to vote on things and you're not fully up to speed to make your own decision on them, then you'd probably be voting along party lines of some type.
It would be chaos.
Yeah.
And that's why Tim wants it.
Like I said, I said in practicality, it doesn't work. It's way too cumbersome to work. Way too cumbersome to work, right? So that's
to make, because and there's no reason for like the jazz pianist to be like making sure all the roads are, beveled the right way to match highway safety speed. Like they don't need to do that.
No.
There's a dude who's already in the highway business. He could take care of that for us.
You know what that jazz pianist does need to do on the roads? He needs to make that fucking little strip that's on the side at the right frequency when you're driving your tires over it, so it plays Billy Joe Piano Man or something like that. Just say it.
That strip gives me anxiety.
The rumble strip?
Yes.
It's a good fucking idea, though, isn't it? To me, when they started to put that in, I said, that's a great fucking idea. That had to stop so many people from going off the road.
That saved a lot of lives.
Yeah. But the only thing is, I'm worried that it might have caused a few head-ons that wouldn't have been happened, where you just drive off the road. Instead, now you're jerking the wheel the other way. But to me, it's probably saving more lives than it's doing anything else, right?
Yeah.
So.
Kara says one corner of a county could be wetlands and another urban, so the representation of needs are different. Yep.
I should not have drank an energy drink with that much caffeine in it this late at night, but I did it now. There's a charity here where we pull these tabs off all the cans.
Damn it,
and when we donate them.
You know what? I got it on my TV. I'll let you know the next time he starts talking.
Well, thanks.
Okay.
Have you been watching him and listening to him over there?
Yeah.
I can't. The stream's been getting nothing, Tim, because I didn't know.
Oh, I see. Well, yeah, I'll let you know.
Thank you. We're just looking at a map, shooting the shit.
Well, all right. So here's
Fancy
what's been going
TV,
on.
Man.
Here's what's been going on.
Thanks.
All right, fill us in.
Kamala's getting crushed in North Carolina.
Yeah.
Georgia's not going her way, and Pennsylvania's looking kind of iffy.
Kind of iffy. Okay, let's look at Pennsylvania. Where are we at overall?
Well, it's gotten a little closer in North Carolina, but it's still within 3 points. He's back on the TV, by the way, Mikey.
Oh.
Aim of the game for Democrats was to make a jump here tonight. You could look at it, do it in the raw vote, and you'll really see it. 378,000. That's the number of votes Joe Biden got here in 2020. 179,000 is Trump. That is essentially a 200,000 vote margin that Democrats got out of Mecklenburg County 4 years ago. Not quite enough to win the state, but the name of the game for them tonight was build on that. drive that over 200,000 with 90% in. There is still some votes to come in, so this is going to change, but you can see clearly the difference here is sitting at less than 175,000. So instead of going north of 200,000, it is on pace to finish south of where they were 4 years ago. So that's a significant development. Democrats looking at North Carolina all night have wanted something giant to come out of Mecklenburg. We just basically got Mecklenburg. That's what it is. The other one that I think is notable, we don't quite have all of it, but in Wisconsin, again, nearing 60% of the vote in statewide, razor thin. But again, one of those questions we asked at the start of the night, getting some clarity, and it's in the most Democratic vote-producing margin county in the state, Dane County.
Wow.
Almost 90% of the vote in here. We're getting close to all the vote in Dane County. Significance here, Democrats rely so much on Dane County in Wisconsin now because they've lost so much ground in the rural areas of this state. I said at the start of the night, every single presidential election this century, the Democrats have added to their margin in Dane County. They have squeezed more and more and more out of it. Take a look at this. 4 years ago, Biden wins Dane County. The University of Wisconsin is here by 53 points, and that is a margin of about get that marker working. That's a margin of about 182,000 votes. Name of the game tonight was to hit that number and go further, like they have in every election this century in Dane County. With
it's in the
about
south
90%,
part of the state.
Still some votes to come, but you can see how far short they are of that number.
What state are you on?
149,000 right now. 182 was the number
There it
back
is.
in 2020.
Madison.
This is the county Democrats rely on here. Also, in the WOW counties, the question coming in tonight, the WOW counties being the big suburban bedroom communities right outside Milwaukee. Coming into the night, they're red now. They've consistently been red. How much less red would they get? We keyed in on Ozaukee County. Okay, this is now 60% of the vote is in Ozaukee County. Significance here is Trump lost in 2016, he won the county, but he lost so much ground that this was the worst Republican performance in Ozaukee County since 1964. This fits the profile demographically of exactly where Democrats thought they could knock it out of the park tonight. Knock it out of the park in Ozaukee County means get this down to single digits, something like that. Instead, 60% of the vote in. We'll see what happens the rest of the way. But so far, Trump has stopped the losses in Ozaukee County, which had been considerable. The decline in Ozaukee County, which had been considerable since he became the Republican candidate in 2016, and now leading by more than 14 points here. So those are some big counties, significant counties, politically significant counties, where we now have a giant chunk of the vote, and we can start to see some patterns developing. Again, just checking in statewide, close to 60%. It is very close there statewide, but that is a county, a few counties where we have that much vote in that size. That's very significant potentially, what we just saw in Dane County.
That's not good news.
Yeah, it's not great. It's not great. So yeah, Wisconsin is super close, huh?
Too close to call.
Ollie, do you think Canada wants Wisconsin?
Not if they're going to vote that way.
Can we give you Wisconsin and like North Dakota?
No.
And Montana.
We'll put fresh snow tires on them.
Yeah.
No.
All these like stupid states that nobody lives in. You can have South Dakota too. Take it all.
No.
The Queen of Canada accepts your gift.
The Queen of Canada can just move there and they can become their own little thing.
No.
Wyoming. You can have Wyoming. You might, you know what? You want Michigan? We'll throw in Michigan.
No.
You're not tempting me.
You want Detroit? You can have it.
Motor City. Off the showroom floor.
Although we're keeping the Lions. They're killing it.
Your offer is unacceptable. Where the hell is Mark? He should have been here by now.
He ain't coming. He's a husband now. He ain't coming.
He's husband. He's not coming. Okay.
He's getting hubbened.
He doesn't care about our democracy.
He's busy playing kissy face.
That might be true.
Oh, my sucker.
Yes, it was.
There we go.
His message wasn't that he will join later. It was I'll try to. So yeah.
He's not coming.
He is not committed.
It means I'm not.
He is not committed, right? He's just
He doesn't love democracy. It means he loves Trump so much.
Can't resist.
You can't stop.
Tim Walton was on Colbert last night.
Well, shit, lot of good it did him. He already had the New York vote. Should have been out there fucking campaigning.
Well, I think it seemed pre-recorded, so it was probably like, and Colbert went on the road to meet him. It wasn't in his studio. So.
Oh, it's 11 o'clock. The 11 o'clock states are going to come in.
Was that Mountain Time?
Pacific, I believe.
Yeah, it's California.
Pacific. Right now, Pacific, it is what? 9 p.m. No, Pacific? 8 p.m.
Yeah.
8 p.m.
Yeah. So 11 p.m. my time is 8 p.m. their time.
Yep.
Kamala won California. Shocker.
Of course.
Oh, California
No.
lost an electoral vote? Damn.
What?
That's some bullshit.
Yeah, you know what, Ollie? You can have Idaho. Trump won that shit. We'll keep Washington for now. We'll see how it goes.
What? Listen, why are you doing that to us?
You might get Minnesota.
Canada.
We'll see how
That cannot be
Minnesota
right.
goes.
That cannot be right.
What?
40 votes
90...
for the whole of Idaho. That can't be right. I'm gonna
It
screenshot
says...
it though.
Wow.
40 votes does it. 40 votes does it.
And the check mark for Trump too, right? Because he's got 90% of the 40 votes.
One county reporting.
One
county.
Like,
he won
okay.
it. It's done.
That's hilarious. 44 people in the county.
Yeah. Well, they didn't have much to do, so of course they were the first ones to report, right? Right? That's a job. Counting 40 votes. That's a job for one person.
Those goody two shoes. Unreal. Wonder how he got his votes turned in so quick.
Yeah, right? There's like 3 people that live there.
Did she get 4 votes in Idaho? She did.
Yeah, she did. in that county, yeah.
Oh, dude, those 4 people, they know who you are.
Yeah, they saw you coming at the door.
Oh yeah, they know which one it was. They know which 4. Go ahead, you 4. Do your thing.
So we've now gone coast to coast on poll closings.
Yeah, we got too much not reporting to decide anything yet.
That popular vote is really getting run up on Kamala's side now because of California.
Yep. But the popular vote doesn't matter.
Ooh, those Harris campaign people they're just, I don't think they're going to have a good night.
It doesn't feel like it right now, dude.
I mean, really, unless Pennsylvania starts really kicking in for Democrats, like, it's not going to, people are going to have a very stressful night.
It's going to be a long night. That's why I planned ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Arizona's dead heat.
Significant second amount of the vote to come in Michigan, pointing to Detroit, also saying other results in Michigan are harder to parse. In Wisconsin, she points to remaining vote in Dane and Milwaukee counties. And then what she says, David, is what we do know is this race is not going to come into focus until the early morning hours. David, she urges their team to, quote, get some sleep and get ready to close out strong tomorrow.
John? But can I say that is absolutely the message that we're hearing tonight from the Kamala Harris campaign. But I am also talking to Democrats, not precisely on the Kamala Harris campaign, but with very much a vested interest in what's happening here, who are feeling that this is looking very bad for her, who are very concerned about the trends they're seeing, both in those Sun Belt states, concerns about what they're seeing in Wisconsin, and seeing a path. Sure, this is not over. It's certainly not over, but seeing it as a very steep and narrow path for Kamala Harris.
And do they recognize in a lot of these Republican counties, it's sort of like Donald Trump performing just over the threshold of where he needed to be, and the numbers adding up in each one of these battleground states. It's not necessarily sort of the urban centers where they thought Kamala Harris would do well. As Rick has shown us, she has done well in a lot of those areas. It's in the Republican counties where he's done better than he did 4 years ago, and in some cases is doing better than he did in 2016.
Which is astounding, because he did far better than anybody anticipated in both of those presidents.
Break it up a little bit.
I don't understand.
Somebody talk, say something.
Say words and things and stuff. I don't know. I'm starting to agree with that guy.
It's not looking good, no.
I don't want to be one of those people, but it's not looking great. Like, all the stuff that I'm seeing, like, average wise, like, he's right. Like, Trump is doing at or better in Republican districts than he did last time around, and Harris is only doing slightly better in all the urban centers that Biden won by a lot. So like, Trump is running up all these small numbers, and they're adding up, and it's becoming a problem that, like, in Georgia and Pennsylvania and North Carolina, where Harris is not going to be able to make up the numbers in the cities, even with all the votes in the cities.
Right.
Like, it really depends on where Trump support stops.
Right, where it wanes off.
And, like, especially in Pennsylvania, they said they had, like, midnight ballots to count and all that stuff because of absentee ballots. And those are going to be Democratic ballots for the most part. But is that going to be enough?
There we go.
Wow.
Like, there's only 61% of the vote in Pennsylvania, so anything can happen there. And you know, same thing with Michigan and Wisconsin. Anything can happen. So, like,
and once again, it's those smaller outlying counties that are reporting for the majority, right?
Yeah, and to be honest, if Kamala doesn't win North Carolina or Georgia, she has to win all three of those states.
Yep.
Or like Arizona, which is kind of like leaning
very
Republican.
Uphill.
Yeah.
I heard he was doing bad there.
Yeah, he's not doing as good as he thought. Like, if she won Arizona and Nevada, then she might not have to win Wisconsin.
Yeah, but she still needs Pennsylvania, Michigan.
She for sure needs Pennsylvania and Michigan if she's not going to win Georgia. Hey, it looks like Oregon. Went for...
Yeah, but there's probably three counties reporting.
All right, now I got to go to the restroom. What do you guys want to do? BRB?
Yeah, BRB.
Okay.
We'll be back shortly. I didn't get out of my chair this time because if I get up and go to the kitchen, I'll get another snack, and I don't need a snack. I'll have to get stoned again.
Let's see. Where's PBS? You get the PBS.
PBS.
Yeah, it's public.
Yeah.
Here. And we've also seen some of this too. We haven't heard as much from the Trump campaign of late. They are still, as they were saying before, very bullish that the ongoing numbers, especially in Pennsylvania, are going to pan out for them tonight. The other thing we've also seen is that Trump is not has seemingly toned down his social media criticisms and allegations of fraud and voting irregularities in Pennsylvania and Michigan. He hasn't been doing as much of that. We understand he's still at Mar-a-Lago with Elon Musk and now with Tucker Carlson and a few other guests. But some of those guests from Mar-a-Lago have started to filter in here, so this room has gotten more crowded. It's starting to fill up with more supporters, and again, pretty strong sense of optimism so far. Again, acknowledging that it's still early in the night, but it's palpable.
William Brangham in Florida with the Trump campaign for us tonight. Judy Woodruff, love to get your reaction on that piece of reporting from William, especially given you've been speaking with so many folks across the country, many of whom are Trump supporters. This idea that he's pulling back from his social media allegations of election fraud and cheating and so on, just a bit so far. We don't know what will happen later, but what do you make of that?
I think it's interesting since he was talking it up when there was a moment, there were weeks during the campaign in recent weeks when it looked like Kamala Harris might have some momentum. You hear more of that talk from former President Trump then. So now, does this suggest that he may be winning? He's feeling better, feeling more confident, as William was reporting. So he doesn't need to put those allegations.
Let me switch it over. Find another one.
Which could put the Senate out of reach for Democrats for 4 years.
This is feeling so much like
point
2016,
tonight,
dude.
It's about whether Democrats can hold enough of their seats this cycle so they actually have a shot at winning back the Senate, can be competitive in 2026.
Sherrod Brown way outspent Bernie Moreno in Ohio, too. Just dumped a ton of money, pro-Democratic allies in the state of Ohio. But remember why the Senate matters, not to give a civics lesson here, right? But the Senate can act in some ways as the brakes or the accelerator for whoever ends up in the White House. They can either get a president's policies moving to a degree if the House is the same party, or not, right? And that's what this comes down to here, is how much, if it is Donald Trump in the White House and a Republican Senate, what could they do for his policies? If it is Kamala Harris in the White House and a Republican Senate, how does that interplay work when it comes to some of the issues?
I have to say, the House is much more important, though, at this point, if the Democrats are not going to win the White House, they have to have that. I mean, if you win the White House, you want your party to have that. If you're going to not have a chamber, don't have the Senate. It's the House you really worry about, because the House has subpoena power. Yeah. And so if the House is of the same party, you can navigate Washington a lot easier. The Senate's not easy, but you can find bipartisan coalitions in the Senate.
And this is what the House looks like, right?
The House, at this point, whoever wins the presidency, you want your party to have, because if you don't, then it's subpoena, and then you can be tied up. Your entire agenda can get tied up.
But unlike the Senate,
correct.
We're not talking about the House tonight, in almost.
No doubt, we might not be talking about the House until we go to Savannah's for Thanksgiving. And even then,
what I miss?
Maybe the Friday.
How much?
Not much.
After.
At your own risk.
Oh, a Senate seat flipped in Ohio.
But,
That's
the House
fun.
was not expected to track the presidential.
And correct, so because Senate, of New York and California.
Yes, exactly. And we'll be waiting New York and California. Some of these tight races, it could be weeks. It was weeks in 2020. But, I mean, the prospect is there.
Well, who's going to take J.D. Vance's seat?
That was the race for J.D. Vance's seat.
Oh, okay. In Illinois, the governor gets to appoint that person.
Yeah, and I guess in Ohio it's a runoff.
And Rod Blagojevich tried to sell it, and that's why he went to jail.
You know, are we going to have divided government? As Americans have so often chosen divided government, they seem to like it.
Chosen or stumbled into it.
Yes.
Well, and remember, Democrats only need 4 seats to take back control.
Yeah, the fact they're talking about the House tells you everything you need to know.
Yep.
But the night's early.
Yeah, the night is early. You know, really in Pennsylvania, Michigan, Wisconsin, anything can happen. Trump could go up, Kamala could go up. Like those are some pretty close states.
Mm-hmm.
I foresee at least one recount happening in one of those states.
Yeah.
I think specifically Wisconsin is probably going to be close enough for a recount.
Well, they were tied last we checked with, 60% in.
What this tells me is that this is going to take forever.
Yeah. They're saying, like, especially in Pennsylvania, not all the votes going to be until after midnight.
Oh, hell no. We are not streaming. Oh, hell no. I was about to do, like, 20 more minutes. Like,
yeah.
After midnight. It's 20 after 12 now. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I think that's probably a good call because this is going to probably go on until tomorrow.
It will.
Like, the baby was up at 7:30. It is now 10:30, and we have no coffee in this house.
This is another election night where I'm going to go to sleep feeling very much dread. Much dread is going on.
Much dread.
Usually this only happens in my own elections, but
oh, Tim, poor guy.
Nah, I don't know, man. It's not feeling great. It's not feeling great.
Right now, no.
Yeah.
All the data that's coming in is like she's underperforming Biden, and she can't underperform Biden.
No. And Trump's overperforming what he did against Biden. It's bad.
And like she's overperforming Hillary, which is good. Like she's doing better than Hillary did.
No one cares.
But it's not enough.
Yeah.
Like
no one cares about Hillary.
She really needs to like run up some shit. Like there needs to be like a late breaking fucking Democrat turnout for something. I know they said in Pennsylvania there's absentee ballots that haven't counted yet, which is probably good, but like and Michigan looks optimistic.
Yeah.
The state I'm most optimistic about is Michigan for those 3 states. Wisconsin looks like a fucking toss-up, and so does Pennsylvania.
I can't scroll that fast. I'm not him.
Yeah, Wisconsin. Oh man, Wisconsin is so close. It's ridiculous. Where's fucking Mark when you need him? He's from that area.
He's in Minnesota.
I know he's next door, but like, couldn't you go over there and tell him to knock it off?
I don't know. His state's not performing well either.
St. Louis County. What in the blue hell?
Yeah, what is going on in St. Louis?
What you doing with my city? Done named a county after it. Okay.
52% of the vote in too. Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's really close to Canada, Ollie. You might want to watch out for some of those people.
They think they're Canadian and they're showing they're not.
There's a lot of red going up there.
Yeah, that's what I just said, yeah.
Well, you've seen the Canadian flag.
Yeah, well.
God, the Electoral College is such shit.
Yeah, our red's a maple leaf, not an elephant. Come on now.
Also, Trump still has like the popular vote too, which isn't great.
Yep. How much of California's in?
I don't think a lot is.
Only 16%. Okay, that's whatever. California's going to fill that out.
Yes.
Look how much of that's already red.
I mean,
that's the valley.
So,
yeah.
Like 8 years ago, there was a proposal in California to split it into 6 different states, so they could all have their own fucking say about things. There's a lot of red counties in California.
Yeah.
And that's the problem with the Electoral College. Those people's votes, they don't fucking matter.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the same thing with all the Democrats in Texas. Their votes don't matter. Their votes just get washed away.
They do.
Like it's shit. It's a terrible system.
It's not representative.
Yeah, it's not representative of what the people want. If we had the popular vote, first of all, Trump would have never been president.
Never.
And neither would George W. Bush.
Well, yeah. I don't know if the Republicans would ever get in again.
Yeah, the last time Republicans won the popular vote was 2004, and that was with a re-election. So, yeah, it's shit. It's a shit system. It always has been. A system with an error rate in your election is not good.
Yeah.
How dare you?
Like, you shouldn't be allowed to win an election in a country with less than 50% of the vote.
Yeah. That's something that happened that doesn't get fixed.
It's America, baby. It's America. Nobody wants to fix it.
You had a Democratic president for 8 years under Obama. You got a Democratic president under Biden.
Yeah,
Nobody's looked at that to ensure freedom of elections for the future. Nobody tried to fix that.
The last time we passed a constitutional amendment was 1991.
Yeah.
It's 30 years ago. And it wasn't about anything.
It was about fucking time.
It was about their pay.
Yeah, it was about their fucking pay raise. For Congress. Like, the last time we passed a constitutional amendment that mattered was, I don't know, the 60s?
No, we passed the ERA, remember?
No. No, we didn't.
No, we didn't.
I mean, so the closest we are to that is we're like 2 states away from calling a constitutional convention about it. Because there's an interstate popular vote pact. But we're missing 2 states to have a majority of states.
I got to make a call here, guys. Just 1 second. Hello?
Whatever.
Canada Border Security? Yeah. Put that wall up, eh?
Yeah, Ollie, we're fucking moving to your country. A lot of us are. The population of your country is about to double.
That's real rich coming from somebody on a friggin' island.
Yeah, right?
Like, what wall? What are you talking about?
Yeah. I'm swimming to your island.
You know what I'm saying? What are you going to fucking put bricks out in the ocean until it hits the bottom? Like, what are you talking about?
Do you know how long a kilometer is, Tim?
I know how long a kilometer is. Listen.
It's 11 kilometers at the shortest point.
Fine, whatever. I got a boat. Right. I'm coming to your island.
No, you said you were swimming. I'm holding you to that. Swim.
I'm not swimming. I'm getting in a boat.
Swim.
I'm going to sail there. Like a
Viking. I'll swim it right next to you if you want to swim it. I'll swim it with you.
I'm going to show up there like a Viking.
Okay.
I'm going to take it.
I was about to say, don't worry about how we get there, Ollie. You just worry about what happens when we get there.
Yeah, right.
Leave your fucking guns at home.
Nice island. I'll have it.
Oh, it's a mighty nice island there.
Yeah, okay.
They finally... MSNBC just said Kamala Harris won Connecticut. Great. I'm sure that's good.
Think of it.
Well, I think it's a campaign doing what it can to try to keep hope alive. Look, I don't see any good news for Democrats in these results. Donald Trump is running about a point or a point and a half ahead of where he was in 2020. And in these counties, in these blue wall counties that 75% of the vote is in, and Kamala Harris is running behind in these urban areas by 1 or 2 points compared to where President Biden performed. You look at that coupled with Donald Trump's overperformance with Hispanic voters, with young voters. I don't think they have a lot to hang their hat.
Wonder what the difference between the 2 candidates were.
I wonder. That's also fucking crazy. Like, she put together a campaign in an impossible amount of time.
Yep.
And she really needed to hit some more progressive angles, and she just didn't.
She needed to say, Morton, she's not Donald Trump.
She needed to not appeal to fucking Liz Cheney, and she needed to say some shit about Israel that people fucking liked. And she needed to say, the same things that like fucking a Bernie Sanders would say, Medicare for all, free college shit, like hit the progressive talking points, not hang out with fucking Republicans the last month of the election.
Right.
Like she completely abandoned half of Joe Biden's platform from when he ran in 2020. And Joe Biden ain't that progressive.
No. Yeah, and didn't replace it with anything. That's the problem. Didn't replace it with anything.
I don't want to like fucking Monday morning quarterback an election that's not over yet, but I don't like the second half of Harris's campaign. After the debate with Trump, there was a weird pivot, and it lost her momentum. Yeah, her campaign was great between the time she announced she was running for president and just after the debate with Trump.
Yep.
That was all solid gold. Like everyone was in love with it. And then they stopped doing the things that they were doing that was getting them momentum. Yeah. And they shifted to this like weird conservative platform.
Which I would say is a much harder sell than just ejecting fucking Joe Biden the hell off of you. Like, eject yourself from his presidency. Like, yep, that was his plan, but here's mine. I don't rock with none of that. That was his idea. You ain't running against him no more. You're running against me. There you go. They have no defense for that. There you go. Yeah. You didn't have to stay with it. What do I know?
I don't know. Like, as a campaign strategist who's never run a presidential campaign before, I wouldn't have done some of the things she did. Yeah. It was like I said, it wasn't perfect, but it was really good until like the week after the debate with Trump. And then they had this hard pivot where they told Tim Walz not to call Republicans weird anymore, and they started trying, which was gold.
Yep.
Which was friggin' gold because
they had no comeback.
Because they got weirder.
Yeah. Like calling JD Vance weird was winning.
Yes.
It was winning. There are the people like, yeah, they are kind of fucking weird. Like, and not going hard on abortion was such a mistake.
Like, I mean, I expected that to be so much more bigger an issue, and it's barely been mentioned.
Like, they're pointing out on MSNBC right now, Steve Kornacki's pointing out that they haven't called New Jersey yet because it's close. And it's not supposed to be close in New Jersey.
Wow. And New Jersey is full of Puerto Ricans.
She's only ahead by like 5 points. She should be running up the numbers in Jersey. Like, that's a problem.
Yep.
Jersey's not a Republican state, despite Chris Christie being governor for a while. Like,
do they have a large Muslim population?
I don't know. It's possible. No, you know what it is, and they keep bringing it up. It's the Hispanic population. Yes. Trump has made huge gains with Hispanics.
How?
Because the Democrats, like idiots, always assume that minorities vote as a monolith.
Right.
They did it with African Americans. They're doing it with Hispanics. A lot of Hispanics are very Catholic.
Hyper conservative.
Yeah.
Hyper conservative. And the Democrats failed to realize that, and Trump is making all these appeals, even though he called all Puerto Ricans garbage people. He's still appealing to, the anti-abortion thing. They don't like immigration apparently as well, and they don't like the Democrat stances on gun rights. So it's this thing that Trump realized he could tap into that the Democrats just thought was going to be a reliable voting bloc for them.
Mm.
And they're wrong.
It's that Western arrogance.
It's, you know what, it's not that it is Kamala's election to lose. She made a lot of gains from when Biden was running. When Biden was running, he was running 5 points behind.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And she brought it up to basically even.
But Biden would be sunk right now. Completely sunk.
Yeah.
The election would be over right now.
Yeah.
We got our answer real quick.
Yeah. Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, and Michigan would all be just Trump states at this point.
Yep.
But I don't know, maybe it wasn't enough. Maybe Joe Biden shouldn't have fucking ran at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they could have put together a real campaign with some proper messaging.
If Kamala Harris had started campaigning 9 months earlier, do you think she would have had a chance? Do you think she'd have a chance? Better chance? Maybe.
I think she wouldn't have had to make some of the choices she made.
Yeah. I did say, like, back in January that I didn't think she was electable. She just wasn't well liked enough.
She's electable. I think that, you know, the convention and the period after that, like, proved that people liked her. I think she just made some weird choices.
She's the vice president.
Yeah, she's the vice president. She did get elected already.
Did she?
Yeah, you have to vote for vice president. They're a ticket.
No, you don't.
Together. Yeah, you do.
You vote for the president that you want in, and it's their vice president that tags along.
You vote for them together. They're a ticket.
Yeah, but if you want Donald Trump president, you vote for Donald Trump regardless who the fuck the vice president is. Same thing with the Democrat for Biden. If you want Biden to be president, you're voting for Biden.
She's been an elected prosecutor, an elected senator, and a vice president. So she is elected.
Do you want me to be more specific? I don't think she. What I said was I don't think she's electable as a president. All right. I said that back then. I just didn't think she was well liked enough. So, my fingers are crossed. I'm still hoping for you for her to pull through, but it really feels like 2016 all over again.
Mark gets to keep his Democratic senator. Amy Klobuchar won her re-election.
Oh, good.
Thanks, Mark. Wherever you are.
What's happening to the rest of your state?
Yeah, Mark. What's happening in the rest of your fucking state?
Clawed back into the blue column. Perhaps that would open up other paths for them out west, a Sunbelt path. It is.
Saying that's where she currently stands.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I actually thought they said 262. I'm a little stoned.
Needed to win the White House. So let's go through some of the boards here. This is
see the freaking. There we go. What's your damn music? It lives in my brain for 1,000,000 years. That's Pennsylvania, 79% in.
Yeah, that's not good.
No, there's 3 points there, 2.5 points there.
I mean, once again, she can still make that up because they haven't counted absentee ballots.
Right.
Michigan, Trump should not be ahead in Michigan, but it's only 37% in. They gotta count Detroit. Wisconsin, what's going on there?
Almost 70% in.
That's.
She's only down. It's 70,000. That's not that much.
Yeah, I mean, like they said they were still counting Milwaukee and like Madison and all that. So like, once again, are the urban centers enough to overcome Trump's rural vote? Because he's running up. This is the same thing that happened in 2016. He made the red counties redder.
Yep.
And it's, it's a little bit of vote here and a little bit of vote there, but like they're saying, it's like 1% he's doing better than previously, but that's all he needs in all these little places. And Kamala needs to overperform Biden by a couple of percentage points.
Yeah.
It's an upset everywhere.
And I guarantee you that Trump ain't going to win the popular vote.
No.
That don't matter. Not the way you guys do elections.
So
I'd like to point out that picture of Trump that they're showing is from at least 8 years ago.
Yeah, right. They got young Trump there.
Yeah.
They got
it's probably the same one they're using for the 2016 election.
Man, we're gonna have a dude who doesn't fucking have a brain.
Oh,
if you thought Trump was like disassociated in 2020, it's gonna be really bad.
We're gonna have to impeach Vance. Dum Dum is gonna hurt himself.
Like, you're gonna have to fucking 25th Amendment him as soon as he gets into office. There's no way you can carry out all that shit.
You're like, hey, dude, do you know what day it is?
Do you know where you are right now?
Come on, get the 25th Amendment paperwork. Got you, motherfucker. Come on.
Oh man,
come on,
get him to sign this before he fucking sunsets.
Right.
God, all he's gonna do is fucking golf.
Yeah.
Pay for it.
Yeah. If you need to buy any electronics, go to the store tomorrow.
Go buy my ammo.
All right, well.
It's past 10:30.
Yeah, I guess it's a good way to end the stream, I guess.
No, it's not a good way to end the stream. It's not. It's a way to end the stream, but it's not a good way.
it is a way to end the stream.
It is the way the stream ends. Good night.
Everyone have a good one.